We're live. Welcome to CafeMB, the most immersive, most viewed, and most exciting cannabis cooking show in this universe. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. This is the Magical Butter Show. It's going to be a ridiculous mix of everything we have to offer here at Magical Butter. I'm talking recipes, live music with Resonated, giveaways, news, and more. Thank you guys so much. Come inside, join us. We're going to have a great time here in the Magical Butter Studios. It's going to be 3 hours packed full of fun. Take a look behind the scenes. See what it's like to be running one of the top cannabis brands in the industry. Each week, we go out of our way to bring in a new chef and bring them into the Magical Butter kitchen to bring you guys some new culinary styles, fantastic flavors, and great ways to enjoy your infusions. Our chef today is a good friend of ours. We're very excited and honored to be bringing him here into the studio. He's got some Cajun, Creole roots from the Bayou of Louisiana. Currently, he's staying in Vegas, hailing as the King of Wings. He is the maker of the best wings in Nevada, according to Thrillist magazine. His restaurant features over 100 different chicken wing sauces, and everything you get on the menu you can order is infused with CBD. He's the first restaurant in the United States to offer CBDs in your food. Everybody, make sure you guys stay tuned. We're really excited to bring this to you. We got an amazing show. We got the Resonated band in the house, bringing some smooth vibes and live music. We got the Ganj Father, aka Wing King, Chef Brian Priest, going to be bringing you some delicious food. I'm your host, Chris Whitener. Let's check in with Resonated and see what's going on.
What's up, everybody? How you doing out there? Make some noise for the Magical Butter if you're at home. Woo! We are Resonated from St. Petersburg.
How we doing?
Man, so good to see you, bro.
Good to see you, my man.
Welcome to the Magical Butter Kitchen.
Man, this is really nice, man. It's nice to be down here in South Florida. It makes me feel like I'm back home again. All the sticky humidity and all the, yesterday I saw the most beautiful thunderhead coming in whenever we flew in, man. It was awesome.
Can't beat that.
You don't get those in the desert.
We got a great reggae band in the house, Resonated. Big ups to them.
Big ups to Resonated. Sativa fever, baby.
I got it. I need my medicine, man. So you've had them down at your venue in Vegas before, right?
Absolutely. They rocked the house when we were at Adrenaline. That was about 2 or 3 years ago. I haven't been able to have them back because we were bouncing around. Now we have our own standalone location at Fort Apache and Flamingo, and we definitely plan on having them real soon.
Nice one, nice. And it's cool, man, because me and you were just out there at the Cannabis Cup. Shout out to our boy AJ. He cut up a real cool video. We actually used the Resonated song Sativa Fever on there. So now to have them back in the studio with us, it's like, it's a really special day today.
It's just meant to be, man.
It's meant to be.
It's how the universe works. I mean, My oldest son goes to the #1 private school in Nevada, and he runs around singing Sativa Fever all the time. I'm waiting on that phone call any time now.
Man, it's a good song. Bro, so you are the ganj father. Salute. We got you here. You're down here in the Magical Butter kitchen. You've been doing so much, man, in the game. You got your own restaurant.
Yes, sir.
Let's tell everybody a little bit about yourself and how you found your way into cooking with cannabis.
Okay, so I was raised in Louisiana, and when I was 15, I hit a windshield, contused the back left side of my brain, and when I came out of this coma, I was in for 5 days. I had epilepsy. At that point in time, they really just put you on barbiturates, phenobarbital, tegretol, things of that nature, which are straight brain drugs. And you know, at 15 years old, you're going through a lot of changes in your life, Chris. You know, you're going through puberty and everything, you know, and you're really trying to figure the world out, you know, what's real, what's fake, all that stuff. And when you're on brain drugs, man, it really, it changed who I was. You know, it changed who I was. I really didn't understand who I was, to be honest with you. So when we moved out to Las Vegas out west, I got on medical cannabis. And of course, it's not legal in Louisiana yet, I don't believe. So it wasn't available in Louisiana. But when I moved out to Vegas, it was available. And I ended up being able to get off all of the prescription drugs. I haven't had a seizure in 8 years off of medical cannabis.
Wow.
So, you know, if I can help one person in this world not have to go through what I had to go through, you know, that's a win for me, because I had to go through some tough times with brain drugs, and if you can take care of the same thing naturally, herbally, I mean, it's the only way to go. It doesn't tear up your liver. It doesn't, you know, we're introducing, when you're taking, you know, pharmaceuticals, you're introducing chemicals into a natural body, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't always respond well.
Yeah.
And that's something you just touched on. You've been 8 years seizure-free.
Yes, sir.
And you know, maybe if you were on some of those pharmaceuticals, you might still be experiencing seizures from time to time.
Oh, they never stopped my seizures. They put gaps in them, and then the side effects were absolutely
just terrible.
They're terrible.
Hard to even deal with. Well, so from there, so you're a patient first and foremost.
Yes.
And now you felt inspired, since cannabis was able to help you. You want to give other people that same access and ability to medicate.
Absolutely. And another thing I noticed in the cannabis industry is that a lot of edibles are candy. They're gummies, or they're brownies and things of that nature. And
you don't really like sweets, right?
I'm not big on sweets,
Yeah.
man. You know, I love some red velvet cake, you know,
yeah.
but
Maybe some carrot cake.
yeah. But as far as just sweets, I'm not big on them. So when it comes to medicating through edibles, I wasn't real big on it. You know, and to be honest with you, it's way better to medicate through an edible than it is to inhale it, to smoke it, to vaporize it. I mean, you're affecting your lungs when you do that. So, medicating when you medicate with edibles, it's so much healthier.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously it's healthier because you're not inhaling any kind of smoke there, but also the effectiveness. When you ingest some cannabis, I noticed that the effects will be much more, you know, you'll feel it a lot stronger, and it generally will last a lot longer.
It's with you for a little while.
Yeah.
It's with you for a little while. I have a cannabis lean that we call Lean King, and we make it with the Magical Butter machine here, as I do with all of my infused products. But it's in a liquid form. You pour it in your drink, and it seems to hit you a lot quicker than a solid edible.
I can contest to that. You know, liquid forms of edibles are really, really popular, whether it's a drink or a drink additive like you've created. We had you on the show a few weeks back on our radio show, and we highlighted your restaurant and some of the things you're doing out there, but we also had a bottle of your pineapple lean that you sent me back with. The mango, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and me, my boy Dalton, and our friend John Jacobs came through, and we were pouring up a little bit of that mango lean there, and I tell you, it hit Dalton way faster than he expected. It'll really rock your world.
It will, and the only reason is because what is on the label is what is in it.
And you got to really respect that. And for some patients or people, you know, that little extra dose is necessary at nighttime to, you know, to get the proper medication to rest and all that.
If it weren't for the lean that I drink every night or cannabis in general, I don't know what I'd do, because I'm a major insomniac.
It helps with your rest and your sleep.
It's the only thing that puts me asleep. My mind keeps running. I think of things that are going on 6 months from now, and I can't shut it off. So cannabis does that for me at night. It allows me to sleep good. It allows me to sleep pain-free, because I have a really bad back also.
Wow, man. Yeah, probably due to the accident.
Yeah.
Man, so that's something you touched on there, is like, your mind is always racing, and you can't really ever shut that off. And
That's
you don't
right.
want to shut it off, but sometimes you want to be able to control your thoughts and suppress some of the stress that may be connected to those thoughts. And if you have a feeling that, like, man, I got so much other stuff I need to be doing, but it's hard to sometimes, you know, justify that it's okay to rest, or to tell your body, look, man, take this rest right now and worry about that stuff later.
At the end of the evening, when you're relaxing, most of the things you're thinking about are stressful things.
Yeah.
You're thinking about them because there's, you know, it's a problem. It's something you're trying to figure out, and it's giving you stress. And a lot of times, I can't shut my brain off from thinking about that, because it's something. If I'm worried about it, it's something pretty important.
Man,
you know,
I tell you.
and you can stress yourself. You won't sleep all night, and then you get up. It's a vicious cycle. So, being able to medicate with cannabis and sleep well is one of the main factors on why I use it.
Absolutely. Well, shout out to everybody at home. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're live right now in the Magical Butter kitchen. We're honored to have our friend, the Ganj Father, Wing King Chef Brian Peace, in the house. We're about to cook up some delicious cuisine today, all infused. Let's tell the people at home what's on the menu today.
Okay, so we got a lot of different things on the menu today. We have a little Maque Choux, which is a side dish they make in New Orleans, consisting of corn, bell peppers, onion, little cayenne pepper, and we put in heavy cream in order to thicken it up, give it a little real creamy flavor.
Nice, nice. That sounds delicious.
We also have some marinated peppers. You know, I made these last week for my staff at my restaurant, and real quick, I want to get into that. I want to send a shout out to my staff at the restaurant. I've gotten like 4 or 5 5-star reviews since I've been out here in Florida, and to be able to have a crew and a staff that holds it down the way they hold it down, and allows me to come out here and not have to stress about what's going on at the restaurant, is a blessing in itself. So shout out to my crew. Let's get back to what we're doing here.
Man, that's great.
Yeah.
I've been with you too, and your phone's been buzzing off. You're like, oh, another 5-star review.
Hey man,
that's
you
something
know,
to really be proud of.
Yeah, I am mad proud of it. You know, when you get a 5-star review from what you do, that's one thing. But when you go out of town and your phone starts going off with 5-star reviews for what the people you trained to do, or trained in their craft to do, they are pumping out 5-star reviews. You know, it's so I can't even put words to it, man.
It's amazing.
It is. It's amazing.
So we got some Maque Choux we're going to be making.
Exactly.
How do you say it? I like the way you say it.
Maque Choux.
Maque Choux.
Maque Choux. It's kind of like New Orleans. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't say New Orleans.
No
we
way.
say New Orleans down there. You know, a lot of things. A little while ago, I found one of these that didn't have any lines on it. Me and him were joking. I was like, wow, that must be a pert near cup. He's like, what? And I'm like, you know, this is pert near 3 cups or so.
I've heard people say that before.
So we also, what we're going to get into is we are going to get into some creamy mushroom filet mignon.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Wow.
yeah.
I like that. I like the way that sounds.
I like the way it sounds too. And then we also are going to get into some marinated peppers. Now, I made these for my crew a couple of weeks ago. And people just tend to associate peppers with heat.
Yeah.
You know, and so I had this canister. I'm like, hey guys, you want to try one of these? Oh, no. But, you know, once I informed them they're not hot, they're more sweet and tangy.
And that's going to be infused as well?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
You know, you can infuse those more than anything because we're going to marinate them, and you put them in a container and you put your infusion in there, and they pickle. So it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. It just absorbs and absorbs and absorbs.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's going to be great. So we got Maque Choux. We're going to be making some creamy mushroom filet. And it looks like we're going to be creating some marinated bell peppers there.
We also have on the menu today stuffed mushrooms.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it's going to be sausage stuffed mushrooms. Now, if you're vegetarian, you can do the same thing that I do with a vegetarian Italian sausage. You know, so anything that we cook up here that has meat, hit me up, DM me on my Instagram or whatever, and I can explain exactly how to do it in a vegetarian style also. Because me, myself, people don't believe it. I have a restaurant with 100 flavors of wings. About a year ago, I went vegetarian.
That's crazy, man.
It is.
Yeah, you told me that recently, and I was like, really? But I'm actually proud to hear that you say that. That's, you know, it may not be for everyone, but you know, you're trying out a new dietary style and it's working out for you.
It works great for me. The only reason I went vegetarian is not because I have any problem with...
Obviously, you serve meat at your restaurant.
Absolutely.
You're cooking chicken and all kinds of stuff.
It's for 25 years I had stomach issues, and one of my friends was like, hey, try not eating meat for a week. And I quit eating meat for a day, and for a year now I haven't had a stomach issue.
Wow.
So, you know, it's everything affects everyone in a different way. Same way with cannabis.
Tune into your body sometimes.
Exactly.
Right?
You got to listen to your body. It'll tell you. It will. It will tell you if it doesn't like something. It will tell you if it's evasive, anything like that. You just got to be in touch.
Man, that's great to hear, and it's inspiring as well. I've considered, you know, I do try to avoid specific food types, and I've also considered trying a vegetarian lifestyle. So pretty inspiring to see you do that.
It has done me very well. Now, don't get me wrong. You get in
for everybody, but
these little rural areas, and it can be a little difficult to find vegetarian food.
I bet. So we got our sausage stuffed mushrooms we're going to be creating, and it looks like we're also going to be making a sauce today in the Magical Butter machine.
Yes, we are. So we're going to teach you how to make a spicy watermelon barbecue. That's one of the flavors I have at my restaurant.
Wow, that sounds tropical. All right, Brian, I'm getting hungry, bro. My mouth is watering. We got a full menu. We got Resonated in the house playing some live music. We're live right now on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. You're tuning in to the Magical Butter Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right. The Ganj Father, bro. Without further ado, let's get to cooking.
All right, so we're going to start off with the Maque Choux, and we're going to start off on a medium heat. All right, I've had this preheating a little bit.
That's a nice skillet you got there, bro.
You know, I prefer cast iron when I cook, and I take that back to my roots, Louisiana. My mom cooked in all cast iron. She baked in cast iron. It's basically all around type of pan. You know, you can put it in the oven, you can cook with it. And when you cook with it, it takes in the seasoning of whatever it is you're cooking. So whenever you cook something in it, it just tastes better. Yeah. It has a more seasoned taste to it.
I've heard that before, and a lot of chefs will prefer to cook in this.
I do. You know, they come out with porcelain and stainless steel and all this stuff. And, you know, it's not my thing, man. I stick to the roots.
Nice. So we got our skillet on a medium heat here.
Yes, sir.
And what's our oil here?
So we have right here, we have Magical Butter. All right, this is made in the Magical Butter machine, and it is liquefied. We're just going to add a little bit of butter in here, like that right there. All right, we're going to turn it up just a notch. All right, and spread that around a little bit.
Get that skillet wet, y'all.
Yes, sir. All right, so we're going to we need a onion, one large onion.
And so we've got a little bit of a history together here.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I met you a couple years back. We had you out to the Cannabis Cup. You competed in the top cannabis chef competition.
Yes.
And
real fun, dude. That was awesome.
Super fun. It was you were actually a part of the very first competition.
Yes.
And you know, it was really an exciting experience. The chefs had 30 minutes to prepare. They had to actually create 4 plates of food in 30 minutes and have it infused with cannabis. they had to use specific ingredients that we've prepared ahead of time. But I gotta tell you, you were so chill, calm, and collected the whole time. There was like very little stress coming from your area.
I'll be honest with you, I like to cook on the fly more than I do with recipes. So we're taking a whole onion right here, and we're just gonna dice it up. It doesn't need to be all fancy or anything like that. We're just gonna dice it up real nice and small.
Little chop here.
Yeah.
And so this is gonna be going into our Maque Choux, which is like a little bit of what do they call it? Corn confetti?
Corn confetti, yeah.
Oh,
That's what my wife calls it out west. Cornfetti.
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 It's
that's
super
it.
colorful, healthy, bright, vibrant flavors there. So you mentioned your wife. You got a restaurant. Are you able to cook for her sometimes? We got Mr. Butter in the house. What up, what up, what up?
You're gonna get me in all kind of trouble now asking questions like that, man. Because no, I don't cook at all at home, bro.
Your wife cooks for you there?
She does. She does most of the cooking, which is funny because, you know, I don't know. A lot of chefs don't cook when they get home because that's what they do for a living.
I understand.
So
it's got to be challenging to you don't want to have to do that all the time. But.
And be honest with you, when you run a restaurant, you come home so late at night, man. I mean, most people think, oh, well, they close at 10, they go home. No, I mean, you're sitting there prepping, you're fixing things. I mean, all night long. I'm there till 3 and 4 in the morning, all the time, all the time. So we're gonna take some of these onions here and we're gonna throw it in. Oh yeah, I like to hear that.
Beautiful. Skillet's nice and hot. We got that infused magical butter in there. Dropping in this chopped up white onion.
Yes.
And you use pretty much the whole onion there.
I've used pretty much the whole onion, and we're gonna let that cook a little bit till it starts to turn clear.
Oh, all right.
Okay?
That's how you know it's done.
That's how you know it's getting done. So we've got magical butter in here, which is giving it a nice smell, nice aroma.
Yeah, that onion, you can feel it in the air, man. It really bites you.
So I'm gonna teach you a little trick here. So everyone is cutting an onion, I know you've been through it. Your hands smell like onion, you can't get it off. If you go to the sink here and you turn on a little water and you take the knife you cut it with, run it over your hand. Any more onion smell?
Nah, man. Fresh.
No more onion smell. All right.
What's up with that? The steel in the knife or something?
Hey, I'm a country boy. I don't ask questions. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into all that.
You just survive, right?
Someone showed me that one time, and I was like, that is awesome because I hate cutting onions.
And it's hard. I mean, you can even use some dish soap, and it's hard to get that smell
Oh,
off.
you can't get off a dish soap. It's crazy, but you can run it under your hand, under the knife you cut it under, and
so you're using this magical butter spatula here to shuffle these onions around. And
I am.
Is that a utensil you use often?
I use it all the time because, I mean, you look at it and you think, oh, well, that may melt or, you know, it may burn, but I use it all the time. Never had a problem with it whatsoever in melting, and you can get all in the edges like this. You can't do that with a spoon. You see that?
Without scraping your
Yeah,
pan, which
exactly.
is crucial. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's dope. We got those magical butter spatulas. You guys can check that out. So we got all kinds of fresh ingredients that we're going to be using today. It looks like we're going to be letting these onions simmer down. We got that fresh corn, a little bit of red and green bell peppers.
Yes, sir. So now we're going to take a couple of red and green bell peppers, just like what you were talking about.
So you're from Louisiana, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is like a traditional New Orleans
Side dish, yes, sir.
side dish here. And do you find that a lot of your cuisine has been inspired by your Cajun roots?
You know, I didn't think so, but people tell me yes, that it is, you know, because I moved out west, and, you know, Westerners have a way of cooking, Southerners have a way of cooking, Easterners, all over the United States. Everyone has a different way of cooking.
Right.
And you're a product of your environment.
Exactly.
So I didn't think so, but once you leave your environment and people see how you cook and things, they go, wow.
They notice some of them differences that you got.
Exactly. Stir it up there, brother.
I got you.
All
I got
right.
you. So yeah, man, I know that there's a lot of traditional French cuisine down in New Orleans,
Yes,
right?
sir. Les le bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll.
I like that.
Yes, sir. Now we're going to get a little bit of a red one here.
Beautiful.
If you've never been to New Orleans, it's probably the most European place in the United States. It's very French inspired, and it was a very poor state, so they learned to take what they had and they really learned to spice it up and make it taste good.
A lot of crawfish and,
yeah.
If
you go to Louisiana, they will eat anything there, and if you're not told what it is, you could probably eat it and love it, and then they tell you what it is, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I just ate that.
What's some of the weirdest stuff you had down there? Like maybe frog legs,
people look at me about
tail.
frog legs and stuff. When I was a kid, man, my favorite thing was frog gigging. You know?
Oh yeah, go out and hunt for them?
Absolutely, it's fun, man. You go out frog gigging, and you go out in the middle of the night in the swamp with a spotlight.
A little stick with a fork on the end of it.
Yeah, exactly. And then but you know what? You're learning how to survive.
Yeah.
You're learning how to survive, how to hunt, how to fish, and how to make your own meals.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing like it, you know. That's one of the things I miss about the South so much is hunting and fishing and things of that nature. So I try to take my sons, them down to Louisiana and Texas once a year during deer season. We go down there and hunt and fish a lot, just
good, man.
To keep in the roots and let them know how to survive. Because I'll be honest with you, going around Las Vegas and places like that, I noticed
city life.
A lot of people that wouldn't know how to survive if something really went down.
Yeah, that's the real right there.
Yeah.
And we were talking a little bit about fishing. So you are a vegetarian, but you still eat fish, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Seafood
yes, sir.
We were talking a little bit about how fishing is such a meditating or really therapeutic-like activity for you to do it.
Absolutely it is, especially if cannabis is involved. Very therapeutic.
Do you feel that cooking sort of has that some of those same characteristics for you?
They do have, yes, because when you're cooking, your mind can't be anywhere else. It's got to be on what you're doing or you will mess it up, So your mind is not wondering and stressing about a ton of other things. It's thinking about exactly what you're doing here.
Look at these colors here. We got the red peppers, green peppers, the onions are looking nice. I wish you guys at home could smell this. We got my boy Chef Brian Peace, the Ganj father up in here. Now he's putting a quick dicing on these yellow peppers, and that's going to add a nice sweetness to this mix.
Absolutely, and you can use whatever peppers you want to. These are bell peppers, sweet because I don't know who likes heat here, who doesn't.
Right.
But you can put in jalapenos, whatever, and whatever color. All you're doing is adding to the aesthetics. That's all and the flavor of it.
Beautiful.
All right, so we're going to need to toss in about 2 tablespoons of garlic.
Some minced garlic there.
Yes.
Get that stirred up. And I noticed you put that in a little bit afterwards. You don't want your garlic to cook too long.
That's correct. You don't want the garlic to cook too long. It'll
start to get kind of bitter.
Exactly.
This
exactly.
Here you go, my man.
Yeah.
Looks like you're ready to get that thing really whisked up. This reminds me a lot of like a succotash here, right?
I'll be honest with you. You used that word earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with succotash,
except
with Sylvester.
Sylvester and succotash. Suffa and succotash.
Suffa and succotash.
I guess succotash is a mixture of chopped vegetables. It's got some lima beans in it. And Dawn, what else is in there? Corn and lima beans, right?
Now is that from a certain area of the United States? That's the question.
Let's get a facts attack on the old
facts
succotash.
Attack on succotash.
Come on, Shadsbury. He's always good with the facts. All right, so you got the yellow, the red, and the green. It's looking like a little Rastafari dish up in here.
A little Rastaman, it's the healing of the nation.
And we got our boys Resonated in the house. They're making some great reggae music. I know that at your restaurant, you got a certain theme there, right?
I do. It is reggae, Rasta, island vibe. At my restaurant, what we really want you to do is we want you to come in and leave your worries at the door, and there's nothing like reggae music to help you do that, while you're eating homemade food and listening to Irie music. If you're not relaxed, man, something's wrong.
And I was talking to you a little bit. I know you got different reggae bands that are in your restaurant regularly, right? What is it, every week, every month?
On average, once, twice a month. We just had the ganja farmer, Marlon Asher, was just there.
All right.
Which is, to me, is astounding. He is a legend.
Legend.
For him to be at my restaurant is just something I would have never imagined.
And you've had the boys from Resonated down there in your venue there.
Absolutely, and they rocked it. You know, we got to get them back as soon as possible.
That's pretty dope, man, because you're out there in Vegas and you're hip and you know about all the different bands, the reggae bands, but Resonated's out of St. Petersburg here, and it's cool to have that connection. Really
reggae and cannabis have connected me with so many people, dude, because when you start booking all reggae in Las Vegas, well, I mean, if you're serious about your craft, you got to do some study. You know, I sat down and did, you know, I'd never booked a reggae band in my life before this, but we opened up a restaurant that had a big stage and stuff, so I decided to take advantage of it. And I did a bunch of research on reggae bands, and Resonated popped up as one of them, and I called them up, and they said, well, we're headed out there anyway, and they came and played, and I mean, just rocked the house. But reggae and cannabis have put me in touch with more good people, solid people, than I could ever imagine.
Yeah, it's
and
amazing.
It is amazing. All right, so.
Maque Choux coming
Choux.
through.
That smell good, everybody?
I'm really getting hungry here.
All right. So now we're going to add in
some yellow corn.
Yellow corn. Now, earlier today we cut that off the cob. We didn't want to have to go through all that right here.
And you could use white corn as well, right?
You can use any type of corn you want. Just depends on what you like. This is sweet corn.
Wow, look at all that color.
I'm a sweet and spicy guy. You get me every time with sweet and spicy.
I agree, man. Like, nothing complements spicy like a little bit of sweetness.
You know what? I want to add a little bit more of this beautiful butter in
Yeah, don't
there.
be scared to put a few more drops of that magical butter
I
in
ain't
there.
scared. Who's scared?
All right, so you got a pretty hip Instagram out there that these people need to know about. Where can they find you at, man?
They can find me. There's a couple of places. They can look us up, the restaurant up at Wing King LV.
Wing King LV. All right.
Or they can look me up at the Ganjfather_official. So what the Ganjfather official is about educating the masses on cannabis. You know, there's too much ignorance on cannabis right now. It's something new. I mean, the laws are changing every day. Me and you were discussing it earlier.
Yeah.
To be a cannabis entrepreneur, you got to really be careful, man, because, you know, what's legal today, it might not be legal tomorrow.
Or what's legal in one state is not legal in the next state.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just want to bring education about cannabis to the public, and that's really what the Ganjfather is about. It's anything from a little girl with cancer to DNA genetics on how they breed certain strains of cannabis for certain illnesses. You know, it's getting really, really technical now.
Yeah.
It's not just being smoked by Cheech and Chong anymore.
No, it's not, and it's like a lot of intelligent people are studying this plant and utilizing it, and it's great that you're out there destigmatizing and showing people different alternative ways of ingestion and consumption.
You know, what I really love seeing is my sons. They're 8 and 5, and they really understand what I do, you know, and they understand that it's a medicine, and I try to help people through that medicine. You know, when 10 years ago, if an 8 and a 5-year-old even said anything about cannabis, it would have been, you know, absolutely.
You'd have to make up a story.
Exactly. And now I do it legally because I have CBD in my restaurant. CBD is cannabis, you know, so I'm not going to lie to my kids. I explain to them exactly what cannabidiol is and what it can do for them, you know. So we're going to add a little pinch, and sorry, that's how I do things, a little pinch of cayenne.
Little kick it up a notch.
Yeah,
there.
we're going to kick it up just a little more than
Some
that.
cayenne.
Yeah.
That's a tribute to this Creole dish here. We're making some Maque Choux, y'all. Some magical Maque Choux.
Yeah,
with,
magical Maque Choux.
It sounds good, don't it?
It does. Yes, sir.
So we got some fresh bell peppers in here, red, yellow, and green. There's some onions that we cooked perfectly, minced garlic,
How's that guy work there?
Yeah, look.
Oh, I
shake
thought.
it. Yeah, I thought this was a cracker, but
I did too.
you let me know
That's
when.
cool. That's
All
cool.
right. We don't want to over-salt it.
No, we good.
All right. A little bit
All
of
right.
pink Himalayan salt and some fresh cracked black pepper in there.
Yes, sir.
Wow, this is looking gorgeous.
Smelling good. Smelling
Gorgeous.
good. All right. Let that simmer a little bit.
We're live right now, guys, in the Magical Butter kitchen. We got the Ganj Father here. Shout out to the Tommy Chong channel. We appreciate you guys shooting this out there. We're spiking up in the numbers. We got the Ganj Father in the house, a.k.a. Wing King, Chef Brian Peace, and we're making a magical Maque Choux. What's going in next, bro?
So we're putting in a half a cup or a full cup of heavy whipping cream.
Heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
Nice.
All right, so that's going to give it a nice creamy balance.
I like that.
Okay, and basically we sit here and stir this for about 6 or 7 more minutes. Turn it up.
Let it all become constituted. Here,
Yes,
how we
sir.
do this here. I think you got, your fingers had a little bit of schmutz on it.
Schmutz.
Did we ever get a fact on the succotash?
Succotash is lima beans and corn, and the chicken broth. You can add a variety of vegetables.
Lima
And where
beans.
did it originate?
Ooh,
That's what I would like to know.
yeah, that's the real question here.
But just like this, as you see, this is a South Louisiana dish. All it is a bunch of simple ingredients to put together to create something really tasteful.
New England Thanksgiving.
I mean, when you look, New England, yeah, there you go.
That sounds about right.
All right. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I'm not versed on New England dishes too much. Isn't that chowder?
Chowder, yeah.
Chowder.
They're all about the chowder.
It's Maque and the Funky Bunch. That's some wicked hot clam chowder, yo.
It's a wicked pissa.
I like it.
Shout out to all our New Englanders.
Yes.
They got some medical cannabis up there. We get to talk to y'all all the time. There's actually a dispensary up in Maryland, and they're doing a lot of cool stuff with the Magical Butter machine, helping patients, teaching them about different ways to utilize the machine to make some healthy oils.
Gentlemen, can I get a couple of spoons, please?
Spoon it up.
Small spoons.
You got it.
All right.
We're live right now in the Magical
you,
Butter
sir.
kitchen. We got Chef Brian Peace, the Ganj Father, right now in the house, whipping up a traditional Maque Choux. And it looks like you gave me a spoon because you want me to taste
I
it.
do. You know, I don't like using my family and stuff as guinea pigs, but today we're going to go ahead and do it. You got it. You have to taste what you make.
That's right. Cheers. I'm going to do the airplane noise. Woo! Well, suffer succotash.
Yes, sir. I think that needs a little more time.
A little more, yeah. It's got the heat as far as temperature is concerned, but it needs a little bit more heat with the spice. And I like what you're doing there, just dumping it in liberally.
And to be honest with you, I think I want to throw it myself just for my own. You got some Creole seasoning over there, some Cajun seasoning. I thought I saw some back there.
Yeah, we'll send somebody to the store to catch
No,
some.
there's some. I think there's some back there.
Yeah, we'll snag a little Creole seasoning.
I think.
Crank it up a notch. Get that devil spice.
No, you know, Creole seasoning is a plethora of seasonings, so it just gives a lot of taste in one shot.
And it's good on all types of meats, fish, chicken.
Absolutely.
So this stuff is looking nice. So this is a traditional side dish.
Yes,
You
sir.
could serve this at a lunchtime or even at dinner.
Lunch, dinner, anytime. Hey, you know what? We had something like that for breakfast this morning, didn't we?
Oh, wow. And you could even eat this cold if you like, right?
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
maybe as like a corn salad.
You know, if you want to, if you can put it in a bowl, put some cheese over it. You know, yeah, I enjoy it. You know, so
Wow, this is
a
lovely,
lot of different
guys.
ways you can go.
So if you
here.
guys are trying to get creative in the kitchen with your side dishes and make a nice healthy mix, we highly recommend you try this recipe out. This is the Maque Choux. It's a traditional New Orleans favorite.
The Big Easy.
Well, let's tell everybody what's in there, Brian.
Okay, so we have a white onion, a red bell pepper, a green bell pepper, an orange bell pepper. We have corn, let's see, heavy cream, and salt and pepper, a little bit of cayenne, and I believe we're going to add a little bit of Creole seasoning to it just to top it off here in just a second.
There we go.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we're gonna hit this thing off with some
Thank
Creole.
you. There we go.
Look at that, look at that.
There we go.
It's gonna really crank it up to that next level. We're trying to achieve a nice, creamy spiciness. Looks like he's doing it right here.
There we go.
You guys are tuning in to the Magical Butter Show. We're live right now. I'm your host, Chris Whitener, hanging out with the Ganj father, Brian Peace, and he's making it happen, whipping up this magical infused Maque Choux. We got some delicious food on the menu today. We also got a super talented reggae band in the house, Resonated, hanging out with us. They're going to be really playing some amazing tunes. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're also going to be giving you guys a chance to win all kinds of prizes. We got some magical butter machines to give away. We also have some autographed copies of Resonated's new album, and we can't wait to show you guys that. So,
I'll give that a shot.
Yeah, let me give this a little taste here.
See how that changed it.
Ooh-wee!
Yeah, gave it a whole different flavor.
Oh, yeah, yeah! Skitty on then, boy. We done eating some Maque Choux.
Yes, sir. Laissez le bon temps rouler, baby.
I like that. I like that. So we got a couple different things on the menu. What else are we going to be making today, Chef? We got that Maque Choux. Are we going to let that just simmer there? And
yeah, we moved it off the heat there. The next thing we're going to do is a creamy mushroom filet mignon.
I like that.
Which we're going to transfer that out into something.
Let's get a nice big glass decorative bowl off the stage here, and then we're going to scoop some of this right in there. Nice and easy like. There we go. Here, we'll get a...
There we go. You got a bigger spoon?
Actually, this might be better.
Yeah,
the,
there you
the
go.
spoonula
There you go.
from the Magical
The
Butter
spoonula.
Yeah, that's going to really
Look at that.
do you right there.
Dude, that's the way to do it right there. You got a spatula and a spoon all in one.
Connected, bro.
You know what? These guys at Magical Butter, man, they're on the top of their innovation out here.
It's thanks to our viewers and chefs like yourself, patients. We listen to you guys, and you know, people have been communicating with us for several years now, and it's enabled us to innovate and get our products to that next level. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate y'all, and it's really nice to be hanging with you here live in the kitchen.
It is wonderful to be able to see, you know, people of like Chris and myself being able to make a living and being able to enjoy what they do by helping people. There's nothing like it.
Look at this right there. So that's a nice serving size. That's a big bowl there. And this would be enough to serve maybe 5, 6 people.
Yes, sir.
Well, we'll probably be making sure Resonated doesn't leave with an empty belly here today.
All right, and there you go.
Beautiful. So give it up right there. That's our first dish, a magical Maque Choux.
Magical Maque Choux.
And this is a traditional Creole recipe there. Let's tell everybody what went into this dish, and we'll get right through it.
Okay, so it's a traditional Creole side dish. It can go with anything. It can go with, I'm going to reuse that.
Okay.
It can go with fish. It can go with beef, pork, whatever. It's a really good side dish. So it has kernel corn. It has bell peppers, onion, cayenne, heavy whipping cream, and I added some Creole seasoning to it.
Nice, because it was all right, but it needed a little bit of extra spice.
It was
right?
a little bit. It was a little bland.
Bland.
Yeah.
We don't like that. We want to
No.
excite our taste buds, and I know, you know, spiciness, peppers, and a little bit of heat really helps intensify an infused dish and help with that bioavailability there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So.
All right. So our next dish is going to be a creamy mushroom filet mignon.
And we're going to be using this pan again, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'll do my thing here and get the
To be
corn
honest
out.
with you, just kind of scrape that out a little bit and we can just, it's seasoned. We're good to go.
It's all good, just like it is.
It is. We don't have to clean it up. That'll just make it taste even better.
So we'll get the majority of our Maque Choux out of there.
Yep.
We'll get our pan heated back up here. Do we want to put this on a low heat?
Put it on medium, please.
All right, so we're gonna get our induction burner on a medium heat here and let this pan rest for a few moments. It's important to have a nice hot pan when you're cooking steaks.
Exactly.
Looks like we got some delicious filet mignon today from the butcher.
Look at that. So how we're going to start this out, we're going to start it out with a tablespoon of magical butter or so, right in there.
Perfect.
And also a tablespoon of magical oil.
A little bit of, is this olive oil today?
I believe it is, yes.
Perfect. So we got some infused olive oil mixed with some magical butter, and that little bit of olive oil is going to do wonders to help without letting that butter burn there, right?
Yes, sir. That's exactly what it's for.
All right, so we're getting a nice thin chop on these white mushrooms.
Yes,
and what
sir.
are these little mini portobellos, or what are we dealing with here?
We just, you know what? I didn't even. They're just white mushrooms.
Some white mushrooms
Yes,
there.
sir. And you want them nice and thin.
And that's gonna be perfect for this. Looks like we're making a creamy mushroom sauce.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be going on our fillets today. So
Gonna have some red wine in it. You know, nothing like wine and cannabis together.
that's nice, man. You know, a little bit of wine and food does a lot. It's gonna deglaze your pan.
Yep.
It's gonna really reduce down to a nice finish.
Yes, sir.
So I notice you're utilizing the stem as well.
I am.
And that's great. The whole mushroom is going into this.
The entire mushroom, yes, sir. If I were doing a portobello mushroom, like a portobello burger or something, I'd take the stem out. I would take the gills off. All that. This, it's not necessary. You're going to have a bunch of different seasonings in there, so it just kind of feels, it's added filling.
Perfect. So we're chopping up some mushrooms right now.
So these are the gills. These under. Let me explain to you about a mushroom real quick. So right under here, if you tear the stem off, you'll see you have those gills right there. Mm-hmm. So this whole top part protects the gills, which give the spores air for them to grow. So this round cap basically just protection.
Got it. Man, mushrooms are so interesting.
They are.
I mean, whether we're talking culinary mushrooms
or magic mushrooms.
You know, yeah, some psychedelic magic mushrooms there. So nice. So we're chopping these up nice and thin. And this is going to be for our creamy mushroom sauce for filet mignon. So, Chef Brian, you've really outdid yourself today. We got a full menu for the people at home. We started off strong with the Maque Choux, and now we're coming in hot with a little bit of filet action.
So what got you into the cannabis industry, my man?
That's a great question. I mean, I've always used cannabis in my own, for my own personal reasons throughout my whole life since I was a young man. And luckily, I had a little bit of a culinary background, and being at the right place at the right time, I was able to interact with some cool fellas. I flew myself out to Seattle to attend the Cannabis Cup back in 2012.
Okay.
And that's where I met the Magical Butter team.
All right.
Able to link up with Garen. And
so you went to Seattle. Were they here?
They're from here.
Right.
And so I already was, acquainted with a few of the guys, and went out there to Seattle to hang with them at the Cannabis Cup. And it was just amazing, man.
A little more magical butter here.
And then, I also have a past of being a bartender, so coming from more of a hospitality and alcohol industry to go into utilizing cannabis, totally different experience.
Exactly.
I mean, cannabis is something that's helping people, whereas alcohol in the long run is not really helping people at all.
Oh, right now I'm going through hell with the alcohol board in Las Vegas, who jerked my alcohol or my beer and wine license.
So you serve CBDs on your menu at your restaurant, and you also have beer and wine available.
Yes, we do.
And now they're giving you a hard time because
they are uneducated.
What's the deal with that?
So they don't, of course, they think of CBD as
something that's going to get people intoxicated.
Exactly.
Right.
And they feel that it's going to intoxicate them more
if they have beer there.
Correct. When in all actuality, CBD sobers you up.
It's going to help them not get.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Which if, you know, if they were smart, if the alcohol and tobacco companies were really smart, they'd say, okay, please serve CBD in there because it keeps them a little more sober and they can drink a little more, yeah? What do you think?
Right.
But, so we had to sit down 2 or 3 times. We had the lawyer up, all that good stuff, and we've sat down with our lawyer and the gaming and alcohol board down there, and we've had several conversations. I basically had to educate them on CBD, on the effects of CBD, on what CBD is supposedly able to help and cure. That it has cured seizures out there. The FDA just approved the first ever CBD drug for seizures, which it is a pharmaceutical company that patented it. But and that can go both ways. Do we really want the big pharmaceuticals to get in this and all that, or, you know, who knows? I just want people to stop having seizures.
Yeah.
You know, whatever has to happen.
Yeah, and I mean,
you know, without barbiturates and all these brain drugs and stuff. You know.
You've got different options on your menu, healthy salads and side dishes. And
absolutely.
Even you have a delicious vegan burger on your menu. And
yes, sir.
For people to be able to go to a place like that, get a prepared meal with CBDs in it is amazing. And I think that's just really, you're ahead of your time there. And I think they just need to kind of catch up and be educated on the subject a little bit more. So we got our mushrooms here.
Yes.
They're looking nice. They were white. They're turning a delicious brown color here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
this
sir.
is great.
You articulate that quite well. So you had culinary experience.
A little bit, man. I've always worked in restaurants since I was young, and got to hang out with a lot of cool chefs and learn a lot about food. And, now as I get a little bit older and also working with the Magical Butter machine, I've been very inspired in my own home to cook and explore different recipes. I get to cook with these chefs from all over the world, so it's like really exciting, and I learn new things every week. And I'm so happy to have you here today and
take a little bit of time.
See what you're whipping up. So that's some fresh thyme there.
Fresh thyme that I already pulled off of the stem.
Every time.
And
why do you pull it off the stem there?
Oh, I prefer everything fresh versus...
The stem is kind of got a more bitter flavor to it.
Oh yeah, normally a stem is going to have a bitter flavor on no matter what type of vegetable you're dealing with. I allow these stems to stay in here, like I said, because we have a plethora of different spices that are going in here, and you're not going to taste any type of bitterness, and it's going just to add to what you're eating.
Really complement the flavors there.
Absolutely.
And we made the magical butter that we're using in this pan today this morning. It's just that easy. We were able to do everything we had to do at work, and meanwhile in the background, Magical Butter Machine is just hard at work doing its thing. Whoa, what was that little trick, bro?
Oh, that's how you...
Garlic smash!
Yeah, that's how you get the...
All the skin off.
All the skin off at one time.
And so you put your knife flat and just squash that garlic. Watch how he does this, guys. Whoa! Look at that trick. Quickly peel your garlic, just give it a slap.
There it is.
And it looks like it might be even easier to chop once you have it all smushed down like that.
Yes, sir. You can grab onto it a lot easier. So we're just going to mince up some garlic here.
Beautiful, beautiful. And fresh minced garlic is phenomenal. And the way he's chopping this up, it's really just going to melt right into this sauce and add to that flavor.
I'll tell you what, I don't know of a spice that is more versatile than garlic.
It's in so many different types of cuisine, and I really love cooking with it.
I do too. I love it. And
I like it on vegetables. I gotta tell you, like, vegetables are good, but garlic makes them better, right?
Absolutely. Garlic makes everything better, kind of like cannabis.
Yeah, cannabis and garlic, that's our two favorite things up here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're live right now, cooking in the kitchen with the Ganj father, Chef Brian Peace, and he's making this garlic look like it's nothing, mincing that thing up, and this is gonna go right into our mushrooms and magical butter. We got some fresh thyme, and you're showing us how easy it is to create a mushroom cream sauce.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna go perfect with our fillets.
All right, we got a couple of plates here. We're gonna let that cook a minute or two, and then we're gonna put it right over there.
There we go. Nice.
So, Garen, the CEO, I mean, I've met him, talked to him several times. So down to earth, man. I've never seen such a down to earth CEO as Garen, man. He is just like, he tells you guys that he loves you before he leaves. He does nothing but encourage you guys, and I mean, to be able to work for someone like that has got to be a blessing.
Man, it's incredible. He's created an amazing company and product. It's helping people all over the world, and yeah, I appreciate you recognizing that fact. As a business owner, you probably come in here and you start taking notes and seeing a little bit of how we run things, and to see Garen at the top of it, he's just an amazing person, and
he is.
We really do appreciate what he's done.
He's put together a wonderful team here. This thing's beeping at me, not sure why, but hey.
It's got a mind of its own. It talks, and that's
like
its
wife.
Language. It talks in a series of beeps and clicks.
All right.
So we're getting these mushrooms off the heat now. They look like they're finished.
Yes, sir.
We'll see to those a little bit later. We had to get this pan ready for the next step of this recipe.
All right, so now we're going to take a paper
Want to keep
towel.
this heat on here for you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got you.
Actually, turn that heat up to...
About a 7?
Yes.
That's about a medium high there, guys. All right. So we're going to do a quick wipe me down on the old pan there.
Yep, quick wipe down.
Get
That'll
that
leave
out.
the flavor in there.
I'm gonna dust off your cutting board here real fast.
Sounds good.
We're gonna keeping a clean kitchen is crucial, guys. We know we're live on the air, but we want to give the best presentation possible for all you guys at home. We're live right now on the Twitch network. Shout out to all our friends at home. What's up to Wade and Durbin? What's up to Wasp Red? Who else we got out there? Miss Subaru Sarah. It's Yarpy, that's my dog. What's up, bro, from Land O'Lakes?
Subscribe today.
He just subscribed. Thank you so much for your subscription. We got to actually tune in and get It's Yarpy linked into our little Twitch network there. He's a big deal. He's out there streaming daily, killing it on all kinds of games. So big ups to you. We got Plantra Dionics. That's a crazy name. I like that. Sounds like a space hero. Plant Radionics. Oh, yeah, Dalton with the... oh, I just read it wrong. Trying to blame the man behind the keyboard. Rachel Kratz, what's up? We love you. Keep up that positivity, girl. We really appreciate that. And big up to Lake 1963. What a good year. What a good year. All right, so my man, we got the
So we have some
heat
Magical
rolling.
Butter oil right here.
Yeah.
All right. And we're going to let that get nice and warm because we want to sear each side of these. So we're going to do each side of these for about 4 minutes or so, somewhere in there, depending on how you like it. Most people like it medium rare,
Yeah.
you know, and it depends on the thickness, of course. But 1.5 inches usually goes about 4 or 5 minutes on each side. All right?
Nice, nice. So these
we're
are
gonna-
about, looks like about a 4-ounce fillet there.
Yes, sir.
We're going to make sure that pan's nice and hot, and we're going to
Yes,
throw
sir.
these fillets right on that cast iron skillet. And these are going to be key to our creamy mushroom filet mignon, magical butter style. We got the Ganj father in the house, guys.
A little bit of salt.
Yeah, that's a tricky little gimmick there. That's the essential, some
they're
fresh
playing me.
salt.
Yes.
We got some cracked black pepper. And you guys have seen this before. It's real simple to make a delicious steak. The key is to not do too much. Right?
Exactly, not do too much. People
right.
try to do too much.
Oh man, shout out to Instagram too. I forgot we're live on several different deals here. What's up to all my people on Instagram tuning in, Twitch, Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, Google, MagicalButter.com.
Look at those beautiful,
Gorgeous.
beautiful filet mignon there.
Gorgeous.
If you had asked me 10 years ago if I thought I'd be cooking filet mignon infused with cannabis, I would think you were crazy.
So if we asked you if you were going to be cooking filet mignon with cannabis, you'd think we were crazy.
I would.
What if we told you you're going to be cooking filet mignon infused with cannabis live in front of hundreds and thousands of people on the internet?
You know, it's nothing but a blessing, man. I truly appreciate the opportunity.
That blow
you
your
guys-
mind, right?
Dude, it blows my mind. You know, I just
Crazy. Shout out to all the people from the Bayou. Look
Yes.
at Brian now, man. He done made it. He's out here cooking it up, sharing the love with all the people of the world. And it's really special to have you out here. These fillets are coming out nice. I can see that that simmer and sizzle. Woo!
So, you know, another thing I want to instill in all our watchers is, you know, I'm from a town of 156 people.
Wow.
And
that's small.
It's small.
Yeah.
It's small.
Where everybody knows your name.
If you kiss a girl, the whole county knows, Dave.
Wow.
You know, or parish, where I grew up.
Oh, yeah, they call them parishes.
They're
there.
parishes, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, follow your dreams. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't accomplish something, because if you dedicate persistence and you put all the work you can into your craft, you can do whatever it is you want to do. So take that.
You're living proof of that, bro. Living proof. You've been all over the world, doing what you love, telling your story, educating people, enjoying reggae music and the finest cannabis strains known to man.
Exactly.
It's a blessing.
It is a blessing.
So we got these fillets doing a little dance there. Got a quick little steak shuffle. Make sure they don't get too...
Make sure they don't stick to the pan or anything.
That's crucial, right?
Very crucial.
Perfect, perfect.
All right, those are looking good there.
Nice.
See how we're looking there?
Nice.
All right.
And we got the pan coated with some magical butter there.
Yeah, magical butter oil.
Oil, some little bit of olive oil there.
Yes. In fact, we can probably add just a little more.
Yeah,
here.
it looks like it's drying up. I bet that meat is
middle.
soaking up some of that oil real nice.
Yes, it is.
Real nice.
All right, now.
Shout out to everybody at home. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you're sharing this video out with all your friends and your people. Also, make sure you go check out Chef Wing King, the Ganj Father Official, Brian Peace. Make sure you guys go give some love. He's on Instagram, Facebook, killing it. If you're in Las Vegas, Nevada, we're going to put that address up on the screen here in a little while, and we'd love to see some of those faces. Go in his restaurant, mention that you saw him live on Facebook, and he's really going to treat you right.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Tell him you saw on Magical Butter.
We're going to be giving away some Magical Butter machines out of your restaurant real soon.
Hey, check it out. So if you go to the Ganj Father Official, I think we need about 30 more followers, somewhere in there. The 420th follower, we will send a Magical Butter machine set up.
That's right. That's right. We're going to hit that number today for sure. Go to the Ganj Father _official on Instagram and follow his page for the opportunity to win a Magical Butter machine. All right? And let him know. Hit him in the DM. I want to see his inbox blowing up tonight.
If you guys are in Las Vegas, in California, coming through Las Vegas, if you're coming to Las Vegas to gamble, to see some of the killer shows we have to offer, you know, we always got the top 40 in Las Vegas. I saw the Temptations the other night. Can you believe that?
Man.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome, dude.
There's so many great musicians and artists that come through that city.
Absolutely. If you have time, come through my restaurant. We have 100 flavors of chicken wings. We have, and I consider them gourmet chicken wings. Everything's made from scratch. We have gourmet burgers.
Don't you got a signature dish over there? We tried it. They're like these little pork
pig wings.
Pig wings.
Yes, and unfortunately you can't get those over here, or I would have tried to pick some up, but
go.
But they are exclusive to our store.
And what is that? It's like a bone-in?
It is a 4-ounce pork shank that's cut inside out. Okay, and so that's why it's a little more expensive, because people don't understand cuts of meat. It depends on how difficult it is to cut that piece of meat as what you're going to pay for it.
Wow.
You know, people look at it, they're like, oh, he cut it. Why is this so much more expensive? So it depends on how hard it is to cut something, depending on the price. So these things are cut inside out, so you get a really tender meat. There's absolutely no fat whatsoever, and it falls right off the bone.
And you can get those topped in any of your sauce flavors. You got over 100 flavors.
Over 100 flavors.
Don't you got like a strawberry cheesecake flavor?
We have spicy strawberry cheesecake, spicy blueberry cheesecake, spicy boysenberry cheesecake that you can get on your wings. And I know that sounds to
weird.
Most people,
it sounds a little bit different.
Sounds kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I can promise you, once you try it, you will love it. I mean, the Travel Channel and Food Paradise featured us on the Travel Channel features on Food Paradise for our spicy strawberry cheesecake pig wings.
Wow.
Yes.
That's legendary.
So it is, you know, what happened was that's one of the only flavors I made with my family. Most of the time I'm in the restaurant, I smoke a little bit of herb on break or whatever.
Creative.
Yeah, and then I get creative in the restaurant.
Right.
You've got all kind of spices and stuff around. You can do whatever you want. Well, this particular day I was at home with my family and I wanted to create a strawberry flavored wing. So I got some jam and a couple other things together and I mixed up a sauce and we tried it and it was just too much strawberry. So I was kind of defeated, to be honest with you. I was like, damn, I didn't get that right, you know. So I walked over to my dab rig. I took a dab off my dab rig. Yeah. And I was thirsty, so I opened up the refrigerator to get a bottle of water to cure the cotton mouth, and there sat a thing of French vanilla yogurt, a container of French vanilla yogurt. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. So I took the French vanilla yogurt, mixed it into it, and it gives it the cheesecake flavor.
And
so
you're giving up all your secrets right
it's
now.
all good, yeah.
Y'all heard it first, how to make that strawberry cheesecake sauce.
That's not the only ingredient,
That's the fire. He's blessing y'all with some of this inspiration right now. I'm going to go, and so you're creating some of these sauces directly in the Magical Butter machine, right?
Oh, all my infused sauces. So I have a whole line of infused sauces called Wing King Infused. It's available in California. It's on Weed Mats. And so what I do is I take my sauces, I put them into the machine, and I infuse with distillate or isolate. So I have my ratios. Usually when it's 92% or so, you can put around, well, I don't give the recipe away, but I know my ratio. So you add in the distillate, turn it on, come back an hour later, and you have a completely infused sauces and or leans or syrups or basically whatever you want. Salad dressings. I've infused coffee creamer. I've infused salad dressings. I've infused any and everything you can think of.
So many different things. And that immersion blender, it's very powerful. It's going to help really emulsify and get that distillate homogenized in that sauce perfectly.
Exactly. My wife has issues with her back, and so those are about right. We're going to place them right here.
Wow.
My wife has issues with her back and her hip, and so I took her favorite coffee creamer. I took CBD isolate, I put it in there, and I infused it together, and every morning she gets up and she uses her CBD coffee creamer, and she said it works beautifully.
That's really interesting because so many people utilize either a hot tea or a coffee, you know, to get their medication in the morning. It looks like we got the man himself on the set.
I could not help myself.
Oh.
I heard that we had amazing food over here.
There he is.
They came and grabbed me. They're like, look, you got to come check out this food.
This is the guy we're talking about right
How are
here, the
you,
most
my brother?
down-to-earth CEO ever.
How are you, man?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
Oh my goodness, look what the chef is cooking.
All right, so
What do
we'll
we
turn
have
this
here? Is
to...
that filet mignon?
That's
one
filet
of your
mignon. We're
favorites
doing
there.
Chris,
you're a vegetarian, right?
Can you turn that down to about half, please,
Gotcha.
sir?
Yes?
I am a vegetarian starting about a year ago. Yes, sir. I had stomach problems for like 25 years. A friend of mine asked me, said, hey, stop eating meat for a week. I stopped that night, and for a year now I've had no stomach issues whatsoever.
Yeah, there's a big movement towards that.
Yes.
I've seen some of the veggie meat now out of California. When you cut it, it bleeds like a regular steak.
Oh, yes.
It tastes like a regular steak.
We have
They've
the
gotten
Beyond
this down
Burger.
Oh, at your place in Vegas?
Yes, we have the Beyond Burger, and it's made with beet juice, so you can actually
Beet juice.
Yeah, you can actually squeeze blood out of it, and you can cook it in different stages. You know,
Medium.
rare, medium.
Is that your daily jam? Or are you like, hey, give me the?
You know, I'll be honest with you. I don't. What I like is there's a little place in Las Vegas called Great Links. Shout out to Great Links.
Great, thanks. What's up? What's up?
If you're ever in Las Vegas and you want some really good vegetarian or vegan food, they don't even advertise it. They don't even advertise it, and they make the best hamburgers and chicken sandwiches that are vegan and vegetarian that I ever tasted. You know, and it's amazing that they don't even advertise it. They don't have to, I guess.
Well, speaking of the most amazing that I've ever tasted, and I'm looking at this beautiful dish right here, and my mouth is watering. I'm so excited.
Gonna add a little red wine in here.
Deglaze that pan.
Yeah, deglaze that pan a little bit.
So now we're making a little cream sauce, a mushroom cream sauce.
Yes, sir.
That is beautiful.
We're gonna let this cook down to about a third of what it is right now.
That alcohol will just reduce right out.
Yes, sir.
You know, wine smells so wonderful.
It does.
When you put a little heat to it. It's got just this, just
Well,
opens it right up.
We were just in wine country, weren't we?
We were just in wine country.
Yeah, right in the middle.
We were just in wine country.
That was an amazing show. It was great to bring out the Ganj Father to the Cannabis Cup, and we were serving up some CBD infused chocolate for all the VIPs there. That was really cool.
Yeah,
So we're gonna
we
add some
did a
chives.
little CBD and champagne in
Man.
Sonoma. That was terrific.
CBD and champagne.
CBD and champagne. That was a fun experience.
Look at that. So we got some, what are these, green onions there?
Chives.
Chives?
Yes, sir.
Chive turkey.
Chive turkey.
All
We're
right.
gonna add those in there and let
So
this
at the
cook down.
Cannabis Cup, we brought out Chef Brian Peace, and we took over the Super VIP experience together. We had these fondue fountains just oozing the magical butter chocolate,
Yeah.
and fused with the CBDs there, and you know, we had the chef there. We were creating some different dessert skewers with fresh fruit and all kinds of delicious treats. It was really special.
The weather was beautiful.
So the weather's beautiful. We have these fondue fountains.
Flowing.
They're majestic. Right? They're really majestic. It's a beautiful setup. The band is just to our right. So the center stage is here, and Magical
A
Butter
cup
has
of
the
heavy
booth
whipping cream.
right to the left of the stage. And it's set up with this terrific fondue fountain, milk chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate. And out of nowhere, we get like this 35-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah.
Here's the cool thing about liquid fondue chocolate and 30-mile-an-hour winds. You get like this, it looked like Dexter, right?
Chocolate
There was like
shower.
a blood shower of chocolate. It looked like
doodle,
a
baby.
Dexter. I was looking at it all over the place, and I'm picturing Dexter taking the pins from the fondue fountain and putting them all over the places as the chocolate's spraying. It was...
It's interesting because Alfred Hitchcock, you know, he
Heavy
made that
whipping cream. We're going to
that-
add some heavy whipping cream.
old movie Psycho, and it was all black and white. Well, they used actual chocolate syrup as, you know, for special effects for the blood. Look at that little heavy cream.
Yeah.
So money. This is delicious.
Wow. So
I'm glad they grabbed me. I was sitting in there and I'm jamming through emails, and Dalton grabs me. He's like, "Yo, these fillets look righteous. You might want to hop over here."
need to
Turn
get out
this up a
there.
little bit.
And so I said, "All right, I'm
Turn it
in."
up.
Turn it up. You know what?
There
I
we go.
think we should add a little.
So sorry, you got. I know I told a few people you'd have emails shortly. They're delayed till after this fillet, baby.
Say I'm live, baby. I'm on
Yeah.
the set.
Gonna add a little garlic
So this
in
is
there.
gonna be a mushroom cream sauce.
Yes,
Let
sir.
that red wine reduce. We got the chives. He's gonna be adding
Beautiful.
some freshly minced garlic into this.
These are great.
The spatulas are
Yeah.
amazing.
I
He
love
uses
it.
them in his restaurant.
Yeah, this guy right here.
The spoonula.
The spoonula. That's
you
it.
love that.
Dude, I love
What
that
kind of
thing.
smells are going on in here? This cream sauce is bubbling up. It's got a really nice, rich aroma coming off of it.
Yes, sir.
Phew.
And we are going to be opening up a Magical Butter store pretty soon, aren't we?
We are together.
Yes, sir.
Together we win. We're going to be having Magical Butter products available in Las Vegas, Nevada, partnering with our boy here, the Ganj Father. It's going to be amazing. Exclusively at Wing King.
So you will be able to walk in to our restaurant and purchase a Magical Butter machine and everything you want to go with
Let's
it.
create some kind of a Happy Meal or something there.
Yes.
It comes, you buy a meal and it comes with the butter machine.
Yes,
Put that
sir.
on the meal.
We're gonna add a little salt and pepper.
Boom. A little bit of
Some
pink
cooking
Himalayan.
classes there. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
twice a month
It's gonna be
we're
a
going
good
to
activation. We're excited.
live demonstrations.
It's important that you get and you can ask the questions direct, and
Exactly.
that's why I think this opportunity is so great for everyone. It's good for the community. It gives you a place to go and ask those questions. It's good for Magical Butter because it puts us directly in communication with you, and it gets you right into our boy's place. And once you go to his place, it'll be a regular stop. Every time we're in Vegas, it seems like it's our every third meal we're there.
I mean, we had lunch there one trip like 2 or 3 times. It's such a chill place to hang out. We had a couple business meetings there. It's a really nice vibe.
So what are as we're reducing the cream here, what's the secret?
So we have it on a medium heat, and we're going to let it reduce down to about a third of what it was when we put it in there. So we got about another minute or two, and then we're going to add in we're going to reintroduce your mushrooms and filet.
And it's okay that it's bubbling. We're okay with it cooking a little bit. That's it reducing actually along the way.
You see, I'm continuously stirring it though.
Sure
Yeah, we
there's
don't
no
want to get
butter.
any hot spots in it. We're not trying to brown it out.
Exactly. You don't want to walk away from it whatsoever. This is something that's very delicate.
And if you do let that cream sauce burn a little, it'll become almost like a brown cream sauce.
Correct. All right.
Now it's really starting to come alive. Are
Lower?
you catching
Yeah.
The whiff?
Oh.
Catch a whiff of these waves, baby.
It's weird how as you cook and you do reductions, the scent changes. At first, remember we started with that red wine, and it was vibrant. It was very much like a wine opening up. Anytime you're decanting a wine.
I love
and
smelling
now we're
glass.
getting here. You smell the mixture of everything, and that reduction in the cream has changed the smell.
Completely. Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, it has.
So, Chef Brian here, he comes from Louisiana.
Louisiana.
So we got a little bit of Creole influence here today on the set.
A little bit of Louisiana.
Delicious.
That's
Look
why
at
it's got so much soul.
so much soul and swagger. I tell you what, this guy, and we were at the grocery store, he's talking to people, and they just love him, man. He's like, wow, I feel like I'm back at home again.
And you put two people full of such good energy together. They're walking around the store. I'm certain if you were walking around the store and you saw these two class acts, instantly you just start dialogue.
Everybody's asking, you guys need some help? And we're like, sure.
You could probably do a reality series.
All right, there we go. So we drop these fillets right back in the cream sauce.
Right back in the cream sauce there.
A little smother.
Yeah.
This is delicious.
There we go.
We got all our mushrooms there. They've been perfectly cooked in the magical butter and olive oil mixture.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm a little mad. We went for Mexican, and really great Mexican restaurant, and they have a cheese sauce there that is...
Like a queso blanco?
Oh, my goodness. It's tremendous. And I was with my son, so he loves their cheese sauce. So we ate like 3 bowls of that. And now I'm looking at this, and I'm like, oh, my goodness, how am I not going to eat one of these fillets?
Yeah, the creamy fillet.
I probably got to call the missus and tell her.
Yo, I'm skipping dinner.
Where is she today? I haven't seen her since I've been here.
Where is she today? Actually, she's
Holler at her because she's got my sneakers.
I
need
have
those
to ask where my wife is every day,
She's
too.
running from you, homie. She's running from you. She's like, I got a pair of Nikes that ain't going back to see them.
She's like,
actually,
she ran me for my sneakers, man.
She did. She went for a walk today. I think she had them on.
That would be so funny if she walked in wearing my sneakers.
Well, wearing your shoes.
All right.
All right,
So I
cool.
believe we're about done here with the creamy filet mignon mushroom.
She's probably watching, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
So I think someone should take a taste if you ask
Absolutely. Let's get one on a plate
Yeah.
exclusively for my man G here.
me. Let's do
Let's
it.
give him this little one since he's already got a full belly there. And we'll top it with some of that beautiful, oh man, look at that. Wow. You didn't know what you signed up for.
Hold on 1 second. Let me.
You didn't
Well,
even
when
know.
Dalton
that
grabbed
plate
me,
up.
he did say, gee, this is when you have to.
Yes.
Because I gave him I got emails to do.
Because I got
kinda-
stuff to do
yeah,
today,
like,
bro. He's like, come on,
He's
man.
like, no.
Come eat this filet and listen to some reggae music. You can't say no to that.
No.
Look at that. Wow. Little green onion action on top.
A little
Perfect.
bit. Grab that guy off
That
of
big
there.
ol'. It's all about the looks.
Yes, sir. All right.
That looks amazing.
Let's.
Let's get you a steak knife here.
Thank you,
Karen.
sir.
We got
There you go.
Are these ceramics?
Yeah, those are really nice.
I really like ceramic
Here's
knives.
a steak knife for you, just like you had a. Oh, you got one there.
Oh, it's all good.
Perfect.
Oh, look, his is better. Yours is better. There you go.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's get this out of your way, and we're gonna let you dig into this filet here. Let us know. Let the people know.
Yes, please. I got it.
Chicka chicka. Chicka chicka.
Perfectly cooked.
Good.
It's delightful.
And here's the test. All right, you know what? I'm vegetarian. I'm gonna try this out.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's cool. He ain't scared of his own product. I gotta cut a little corner off.
Damn, that is pretty damn good.
He's trying to find the words. Find
Not
them.
trying to find the words. It's one of those flavors that I don't know. Like
Man.
you eat it and it like the flavor just keeps developing after you ate it. Like my mouth is still sitting here
That is wonderful.
enjoying all of the.
You know what really helped
Wow.
with this flavor is we started this dish really strong with these onions and peppers. We made the Maque Choux.
I just got those. Yep.
So that
Yep.
that same pan we utilized to create this mushroom cream sauce filet.
Yeah, let's add a little bit of that right there.
Throw that on the side a little bit.
I tasted after you pointed it out. I didn't know all the flavors, but now that you pointed it out, that's exactly what the first flavor was.
A little black pepper action there. It's like, shoo. There's
There you
a
go.
red, yellow, and green bell
And
pepper.
what's
Give that a
interesting
try
was
there.
I tasted corn too,
Oh, okay.
right? And corn isn't one of those flavors that you think is going to transfer to,
Right.
but it transferred.
Yeah, a lot of times when I'm making things like this, I will wipe my pan out, but I don't clean it out until the end. Like I was telling him, it just adds to the plethora of seasonings.
Yeah, lets it experience
Yeah.
all the different
Yeah.
aromas.
You want to try some of the Maque Choux there?
Yeah, you definitely do. It's fire. So you get all those flavors mixed together, a little bit of everything in there. There's the mushrooms, the cream. We got the filet. Now you're trying the Maque Choux. That's a traditional Creole dish there. He really came strong.
I was telling them, you know,
Fire. Fire.
Louisiana was a really poor state, you know, so they figured out a lot of ways to make good things out of hardly anything.
Where is this recipe available? Because guys, this right here is something that you have to make at home immediately.
It's a killer side dish. It goes.
That
with
is terrific.
everything.
Gorgeous.
Glad you like it. Glad
Did
you
we
hear it
put
there.
that recipe out
Put
there?
it on wax. It's terrific.
That
Put
is
it on wax.
terrific. That is absolutely terrific.
Rectangle?
A rectangle.
Is this one out there?
Gorgeous.
Did we?
Yes,
or did
will
we just
give
run through?
No, we will make sure everyone has the recipe for the Maque Choux.
I eat
For
food
sure.
nonstop, right? This is what we do. So I'm trying
Oh,
bites.
Want to go ahead and
I
plate this
become
for us?
a
Set that.
taster
I can-
of all kinds of dishes.
Okay,
This one right
I
here,
got it, brother.
There you
Yes,
go,
sir.
that's a winner. Make sure you get this recipe and you cook it at home. You will be a rock star for your family or friends.
For
Invite
sure.
them both over. You'll impress them
Your
both.
family and your friends.
Your family and your friends.
That's a great way to connect the two, and food really brings people together.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
amazing. Look at that.
Absolutely, food brings people together. That's why we do what we do it at our restaurant, because, you know, if you're enjoying what you're eating while you are enjoying the food, I mean, the music that's playing, I mean, you can't beat that.
So you got
And-
live music, delicious infused food. I mean, what more do you want?
And
Exactly.
what's nice is the plate really comes out very colorful too. When you're looking at this, when you plate it with the corn, this is
It's gorgeous.
Yes.
gives it really a beautiful.
Beautiful look here. And that's why I told everyone
That
when
is
they're
so
making
yummy. Did
Delish.
you try that?
Of course, I love it. The Maque Choux here, it's got such a nice spice and a lot of flavor.
Now, is that sriracha? Is what I'm tasting, or is that a chili spice? Or
It's a little Cajun
little
Creole.
cayenne
Yeah.
and a little Cajun. This recipe normally doesn't have a Creole seasoning in it, but I personally love Creole seasoning.
It needs it because
Yeah.
there's not one thing I would change on that recipe. That's a
Good.
keeper.
He cranked it up a notch on him.
Good.
And it's good. It's got a little kick, right? Like, but it's a flick. It's not like a punch. It's not.
That's
just
what
a
I like.
flick.
I
Yeah.
like spice that
That's
just.
good word play there, bro.
Well, he's known for he can make someone
Yeah.
cry for their mama with his spices,
For their
right?
mama's titty, yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that lava sauce. What do you call that?
Hell sauce.
Hell sauce, and
Yes,
that's
sir.
literally what it is. I spoke to him last week on the phone. He's like, yeah, we got this crazy guy in here ready to eat one of these hellfire challenges. Let me go. I got to go prepare the sauce.
How many times a week does that happen? Or
About
months, I guess.
I would say 2 times a week on average. So
2 times a week.
yeah.
gonna share this.
Now,
And is there ever a time where you're like, oh man, I don't, or is it every time it's enjoyable for you?
so I tell you what, a couple of weeks ago, I believe it's the guy that I was telling Chris about. This guy came in, and I was in the back. I was about to come see you guys, and I was getting my hair done.
Oh shoot! I love you guys. I have a conference call.
See you, Garen. Poor guy. He just realized he's missing his conference call.
All right.
It's easy to get distracted around here. We're live right now in the Magical Butter kitchen. We've got a clip of the Hell Wing Challenge from our producer, Steven. We were out in Las Vegas at the beginning of this year, and we came into the restaurant, and we really wanted to have one of our team members get a chance to try your sauce. So we sat Steven down. I think he got halfway through a heroic challenge of about 2 wings there. We got the clip here. Are we going to run to that clip now, Shats?
Run it right now.
All right, cool. We're going to run that clip now for all you guys at home. This is Steven doing the
So
Hellfire
you're
Challenge.
letting everyone know that you
Hey,
don't.
Chef, why don't you take him to drink that delicious water?
Oh no. Come on now. That would just be.
What about some ice cream?
Hey, he's got it right there whenever he wants to go to it. Let's see how long it takes him. They
What kind
wanted
of
to give you
feelings are
3
you feeling,
wings, brother.
Steven?
3
No,
wings.
he can't talk to you. Let him
You're
go.
lucky one of my cooks
Just
stole
finish
one
it.
of the wings to complete an
He's got a
order.
complete focus.
That's almost the whole wing down. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give it
one
to us.
wing
Yeah.
Two.
Mind over there. That's as far as I'm going.
Back to us. You guys just saw that little clip there. Pretty interesting. We're going to be catching some Irie vibes from Resonated here in a few minutes. We also have a delicious recipe coming up, a watermelon barbecue sauce made directly in the Magical Butter machine. I'm excited to see what goes into that. I've actually never everybody's been to a barbecue. Usually you're going to see watermelon at a barbecue. I've never had a watermelon barbecue sauce. Right in time for 4th of July.
Yeah.
You guys, this is really going to get it going this summer for you. So make sure you tune into that. Are we going to go jam out with some Resonated right now?
I think we're going to do the sauce first.
We're going to do the sauce? All right. Dope. We're going to have Resonated come join us here in a few on the set. So right now, you got that mushroom cream sauce. Look at that. Gorgeous. So the Ganj Father's in the house, Chef Brian Peace. We just whipped up a delicious creamy mushroom filet. I mean, you really outdid yourself with that. It paired perfectly with that Maque Choux mixture we made.
Yes,
Corn, bell peppers, onions, garlic, a little bit of Creole spice. I mean, we're really doing it big today.
So what we are about to do is one of my favorite barbecue sauces, and I came up with this. I believe I came up with this when I was asked to guest cook at the Royal in Salt Lake City.
Okay, is that that's a fancy hotel? Or?
It is it's a very nice venue. And they have a real nice kitchen in there. And they hit me up and they asked me to come and do a National Chicken Wing Day a couple of years ago for them. And growing up in Louisiana, I'll be honest, I didn't know a whole lot about Utah. And what I like to do is I like to study what states are famous for. You know, what foods that certain states enjoy and produce a lot of. I found out that Utah, just the state of Utah, eats more green Jell-O than the rest of the world combined.
Whoa.
I could make a Jello wing, of course.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
That's an interesting fact right there. I love green Jello.
I do too. I do too. But they eat more of it there a year than the entire world combined.
What's up with that? I gotta figure that out. We're gonna have to ask Faxberg about that one. So you went in there. You knew about the lime Jello fact.
Yeah, but in studying, I found out that they were very privy to watermelons, and also it was a big honey state also. So I did a dry honey garlic for them, and then I did this this watermelon barbecue, spicy watermelon barbecue, and they loved it. So
we're gonna whip that up right now, live, an infused watermelon barbecue sauce. And what better to use than a fresh watermelon?
Fresh watermelon, that's what to use. All right, we're just gonna cut that in half right there. All right.
Nice. Look at this juicy sucker right there. A little bit of watermelon. I love the smell of a fresh watermelon.
I do
It's got
too.
such a nice aroma.
It sure does. We got some smaller knives here by chance. Oh yeah, here we go.
Cool. So we're cutting it up here,
Yes.
making it really easy to use.
It's going to be simple. All we're going to do is we're going to take our favorite barbecue sauce. I made this up. We don't give out the recipes, but you can go take your favorite barbecue sauce or make up your favorite barbecue sauce, either or. And we're going to pour that into the Magical Butter machine.
And that's about, what,
This is 3 cups.
3 cups of your favorite barbecue sauce. You can either make a homemade sauce or just get a standard store-bought one. We're choosing to use a homemade version here. And now we're going to be adding
So now we're going to take our
watermelon.
watermelon. All right, just get that out of there.
Boom.
Now we don't have to de-seed. We don't have to do anything.
The Magical Butter Machine's blade is going to thoroughly pulverize this watermelon, chop it up, mix it up, and get it integrated into that sauce.
Do we have any honey, gentlemen?
Honey, that's funny. We sure do.
So
We got some local honey coming at you.
That's awesome. We're going to throw in a little bit of honey just to give some sweetness,
Little drizzle.
added sweetness to it.
Love that. I love that. Maybe down bottom in the little pantry there. Yeah. On the left side. Yeah, cool. My man, 50 grand with the honey in his hand. And how much are we going to add to this, brother?
Give it about a tablespoon.
All right. A tablespoon. That's about the dose of how much you should drink of your lean.
Exactly, exactly.
I might have put 2 tablespoons.
That's all good.
I love honey.
I do too.
Sure do.
All right, so I think that pretty much fills it up there.
And by fill it up, you don't want to exceed the maximum line. So when you put in either your oil, your sauce, or whatever you're going to be creating, and you start adding different pieces of fruit, or whether they're peppers, vegetables, you can put all parts of the plant in the Magical Butter Machine. Make sure you don't exceed the maximum fill line.
Yes, so we're right at the maximum fill line.
Gorgeous. So we got some barbecue sauce and watermelon and honey in there.
Yes, sir, that's simple.
Wow.
So, to be honest with you, on this one, we don't need any heat.
No heat required.
No heat required, so we're just going to put it on blend.
Boom. We're going to use the unique blend cycle there. Perfect for creating all kinds of sauces and soups. This is going to be amazing.
The thing with this Magical Butter Machine, you know, we're making watermelon barbecue, but I mean, you can do the same thing with oranges. You can do the same thing with mangoes. You can do it with any type of fruit. You just throw it in there.
Wow, so it's a lot like mixing drinks.
Yeah.
You can combine fruits to really hot sauces or barbecue sauces.
Exactly.
And really complement those flavors in another way.
Yes, Brittany came out. Well, I've got 99 sauces. Brittany's
99
got
sauces.
one. All right. She's got one called Fruit Fiesta. And it is hot sauce, and it has orange in it. It has mango in it. It has, I believe, it is a phenomenal hot sauce. People come in for it all the time.
And I bet that sweetness and the acidity of the citrus combined with that sauce is amazing. So I've had some pretty unique sauces in my day, and I've never had such a selection as I did at your restaurant. It's like you're sitting there reading these sauces. You have no idea. You don't know what to try, and they make it really easy for you if you want to try to sample a few before you make a selection. All right, cool. So we're whipping up this watermelon barbecue sauce. We're gonna have the boys from Resonated come hang out with us here in a couple minutes as soon as this sauce is ready.
This needs to spin for about 15 minutes or so.
15 minutes?
Yes.
Total?
Yeah, it needs to completely break down this watermelon.
Pulverize it.
Pulverize
We don't want
it,
there
yes.
to be no chunks in there.
Not at all. You want it completely, completely liquefied.
All right, cool. So why don't we hang out here? We'll let the machine do its thing. It's gonna take a few minutes. Maybe we'll go jam out with the boys next door here in a couple moments while the Magical Butter does his thing.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna, this immersion blender is mixing up. It's already starting to combine with that watermelon. And we're gonna let this, this sauce thoroughly combine so we can get you guys with a really nice, delicious texture there. I mean, the texture of your sauce is crucial, right?
It is very crucial. And you know what we're going to do real quick? I'm going to go grab some distillate to put in there, and then we'll add a little bit of heat to it to break the distillate down.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect. So that's how we're going to medicate this today. We're going to be adding some distillate right into this this sauce. We got the watermelon barbecue sauce, and we're going to add some distillate to medicate. So
I love distillate. I love distillate because it if it's raw distillate, there's no terpenes whatsoever. So this one is 87, this one's 91, and this one is 87. So we're going to go with some 91% THC here because I usually work with 92. So
perfect. So let's get this machine opened up here. Everything's starting to come together nicely.
Absolutely.
Well, and in order to medicate this, we're going to be adding some of this distillate. So we're gonna let Wing King do his thing here.
Okay, so
and we're gonna go send it over to Resonated right now. They're ready to go. We're gonna let this sauce finish mixing up and go check out some of that Resonated tunes right now. Yo, Kenny, take it away.
How you doing out there, people? We are Resonated. Welcome back. 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 la, la 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 la. We got them red, we got them gold, we got them green. We got no problems, yeah, we chillin' like a beach. If you tryna find me, I'll be dancing to this beat. I don't want no trouble, come and resonate with me. We party in the streets, we do it all night. We jammin' Marley, we feeling alright. We're making sweet love under the moonlight. We on the low down, living the high life. Pass them the fire, you burn it up slow. Put up them lights, lose all control. Pass them the fire and watch it explode. It's taking them higher. Pass them the fire, go. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. We got that fire, yeah, we vibing every day. Turn up the music, cause we bout to drift away. I got you, baby, and you know you always got me. We got the sun, we got the beach, we don't need no money. We party in the streets, we do it all night. We jammin' Marley, we feeling alright. We making sweet love under the moonlight. We're on the low down, living the high life. Pass them the fire, you burn it up slow. Put up them lights, lose all control. Pass them the fire, watch it explode. It's taking them higher. Pass them the fire, go. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Danny, won't you take one here? Hey. La la la. We party in the streets, we do it all night. We jammin' Marley, we feeling alright. We making sweet love under the moonlight. We on the low down, living the high life. Pass them the fire, burn it up slow. Put up them lighter, lose all control. Pass them the fire, watch it explode. It's taking them higher. Pass them the fire, go. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Magical Butter, thank y'all. This is past them. La 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 la. Woo! Great to be here today on Magical Butter. Mr. Butter even decided to join us.
Woo!
This next one's called Roll Me Up One. Hope you guys are doing good back home. Tuning in. Please share this video. Wing King, thanks for having us, Magical Butter. This one's called Roll Me Up One. If you're doing that at home, God bless you. Here we go. Babe, I wanna roll it up. Yes, you know what I need just to fill my cup. We'll never ever get enough of your love. Your love. So roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me up one. So roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me up one. Hey. Ba-da-ba-da-da. We're taking off on the runway, hoping that one day I'll make it back to you. And girl, I'm thinking maybe next weekend I'll be rolling through, and I roll with you. There's a few things to get you in the mood. Is it alright if I get high on everything we do? So babe, I wanna roll it up. Yes, you know what I need just to fill my cup. We'll never ever get enough of your love. Your love. So roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me up one. Roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me up one. Now I'm landing on the runway, hoping that one day I'll make it back to you. Girl, I'm thinking maybe next weekend I'll be rolling through. What's left to do? I can't twist a few until I get a hold of you. Don't pass me by. I wanna get high sometime tonight. So babe, I wanna roll it up. Guess you know what I need just to fill my cup. We'll never ever get enough of your love. Your love. So roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me up one. So roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me up one. We got Danny Bud, hey! Roll it up, pass it over to me. Roll it up, give me what I need. See, people wanna roll it up. Yes, you know what I need just to fill my cup. We'll never ever get enough of your love. Your love. So roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me up one. Roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me up one. Roll me, roll me, roll me, roll me up one. Oh, it's been a good day, hasn't it, fellas?
Oh, it's been a good day.
That's what we're gonna play now.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's get a 1, 2, 3. 3. Whoa, whoa. Spending too much time dressing in the mirror. You need to go outside and see it clear now. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Just once make an exception. Take a new direction. Say now, whoa, yeah. There's so much out there, baby. It's gonna be a good day, a good day. Ain't nobody gonna stand in our way on a good day, a good day, a good day. Whoa, oh. Whoa, oh. Whoa, oh. Whoa, oh. You could do you, I'ma do me. Make today whatever you want it to be. Sing now, whoa, oh, oh. Yeah. Surround yourself with love and energy. Going at your mind, be free. It's really all you need. It's really all you need. There's so much out there, baby. Hey, it's gonna be a good day, a good day. Ain't nobody gonna stand in our way on a good day, a good day, a good day. Whoa, 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 yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. Pick it up, Magical Butter. Whoa, oh. Whoa, oh. Magical Butter. Magical Butter. Thank y'all, thank y'all. We're gonna take it back to the kitchen for you.
Big up Resonated.
They killing it. Y'all
Killing
check
it.
them out. Resonated at Resonated on music on Instagram.
Check them out, man. I was in here dancing, shaking away, having a blast. I love their music. You were telling me your kids love their music.
Dude, I love their music. My kids won't stop singing their music, man.
We got a couple of their albums behind the scenes over there by the soundboard. Let's grab a couple of those. The guys were cool enough. They sent us some autographed copies. So we want to give people at home a chance to win their brand new EP. All right, it's called The Night Before. And this is available to you guys right now. Go to Resonated's Instagram page at Resonated, RESINATED. I believe we have it in the title below. Check them out. Based on their new followers, they're going to pick a few winners, and we will be happy to send you guys some autographed copies of their album.
That's love right there. That's love.
Beautiful. All right, so we got this watermelon barbecue sauce. Let's bring Resonated out here on the set right now. We're going to serve some of this up, especially to them.
You got a ladle?
Ladle, right here, my friend.
Awesome, awesome.
Yo, yo.
Yo, Kenny, how you doing, buddy?
How you doing? Good to see you guys.
Good to see you guys. What's
to
up,
see you,
bro?
man. Okay.
The man on the keys. We got Dan blowing the horn.
What's up, brother?
Good to see you,
You
brother.
guys are an amazing band. How long have you guys been together?
Oh man, we've been together, I'd say about 6, 7 years now. We've been playing music together for longer than that, though.
Yeah. And our wonderful new addition here, Danny Bub, feels like we've been playing with him a lot longer than we have. So glad to have him on board.
That's
It
awesome.
sounds amazing. Sounds amazing.
Yeah, man.
First time I heard you guys were several years ago. I was driving through Denver, Colorado, and I tuned into one of their radio stations there, and I hear this badass groove, you know, and it's like, got sativa fever, and then the song's over, and they're like, oh, that was Resonated from St. Petersburg, Florida. And I'm from Florida, so that was pretty crazy for me. Really exciting to hear you guys.
It's funny you went to Colorado and heard, you know,
some Florida music.
Yeah, right.
That's what blew my mind. So you guys are all over. I know you guys have been doing a lot of touring. You've played in Vegas, over here at Wind King spot. So really cool.
What exactly? You got a new album out, right?
Yeah, so we have the EP. We're actually releasing like a series of EPs together. So the second one is coming out July 20th. It's for pre-order right now. So if you go to iTunes, you can search Resonated, look for The After Party, Part 2, and you can get a song instantly. It's only $2.99. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, man. So we've been traveling, trying to push the new tunes, and it's been awesome.
So what do you want people to get from the new EPs, man? What do you the music you're putting out? What do you want people to feel?
I think with these new EPs, we'd really try to bring it up a notch. You know, get that dance party vibe. Really just get a capture. You know, the moment. You know, a lot with that, and you know, you still got Past Dem, which you heard earlier, which is on the night before, like you said. And you know, we're trying to captivate the moment. You know, I think is really the best way.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I think we're maybe in a little bit of a new direction, trying to modernize the music and the production of it as much as possible.
Okay.
We're always trying to make our stage show bigger and better, and we want the EP to match, you know, that.
Exactly.
But I think this album has a lot of it's a lot of relatable music. It's a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of emotional stuff and heartfelt stuff that people can relate to, and then a lot of stuff that is just an absolute nod to where we grew up, and some things that, you know, some people that live in Madeira Beach, Largo, Seminole, St. Pete, they will totally get little things on some of these songs coming out on the third EP. Yeah,
we were actually we did a lot of the writing in California, so we had a lot of medicinal inspiration.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So how long you been with them?
Couple months, right?
Couple months?
Couple months, yeah.
How's it feel?
Awesome.
I mean, is
Definitely
that an awesome opportunity, huh?
For sure. These guys are like family to me now, so love them very much.
Danny, Bub, we do these Tuesday jams with a couple of our other friends, and we met years ago playing downtown at Ruby's, downtown St. Pete, which everybody knows that's the music spot to go. Every Tuesday they do a jam with a close friend of ours, Noel Rockford, and he has different people every week, and I got to see Danny more and more, and I was like, oh, that guy would make a good member, you know, like, so we started jamming. He did a couple shows with us, and he was willing to take it on.
That's awesome.
It's just coincidence that he is my son.
Okay.
We're in a father-son band.
Is that right?
That's what we tell people. You tell me.
No.
I was like, what'd you have when you were 10?
I don't think you're old enough.
Yeah, I knocked him up early.
You look like you could be brothers or something. Maybe.
Now, you guys got
a little bit better.
you guys have a couple of shows coming up with Fortunate Youth in the next couple of days.
Yeah, we do.
Huh?
We're doing the West End Trading Company, one of my favorite places on earth, actually. Down in Sanford. Then we got, we're doing Sarasota, which is kind of south of St. Pete. So if you're in St. Pete, it's only about an hour drive. Then we're doing Sebastian's Inlet, which I don't think we've played there before, Captain Hiram's. And then we are playing in St. Augustine, I think, for the second time ever at Prohibition Kitchen. So that should be a lot of fun with Fortunate Youth. Go to ResonatedMusic.com to get all the details and dates.
That's awesome.
That as well.
That's awesome. Dan and Jordan, there's some awesome guys, man. I like them a lot.
Great dudes. They actually hit me up via Facebook and said, hey, we'd like to have you guys on. So thank you, Fortunate Youth. It was a really cool personal experience, which is cool.
Dan popped up at my restaurant the other night when Marlon Asher was there. He just popped up out of nowhere and started jamming with Marlon Asher and Fluid Foundation. It was awesome. It was awesome.
That's great.
It's like I was just in town, you know. I heard that. It was awesome, bro.
He brings the vibe. He knows how to just.
He's a Southern guy
right
too.
And
He's
got
a
that
Southern
soul,
guy.
you know.
Yeah.
Can't ignore the soul.
Nice.
So you guys are down here in Florida. You like some barbecue food?
Oh, I love it.
I do love barbecue. I do have to add, though, I like you. I was glad to hear you say this. In the last 5 months or so, have gone pescatarian. So I'll do seafood and try to keep it vegan when I can. But at the very least, I've cut meat.
I haven't went
out.
vegan, but I'm vegetarian. Vegan.
Sometimes it's hard to do, especially on the road.
Dude, yeah, it's like go graze in a pasture or something over there. So, you know.
So, Brian, you made a delicious sauce in this magical butter machine. We've got little bit of watermelon in there, honey. So you added some of that that 93% THC distillate.
Yes, and so what we did in my calculations, around 92% distillate, you got about 40 ounces of liquid in there. That should come out to about 500 milligrams every 2 ounces of sauce you use there.
Wow. And we got a watermelon barbecue sauce. It's been mixing. While you guys were mixing it up in the music there, this magical butter machine was doing its thing. Let's get this stuff served up. Let's see how it's. Oop.
Oh, that's all good.
So we got some ribs and a little burnt-in sandwich and some watermelon barbecue
We've
sauce.
smelt it. It's been.
It was tough watching this from coming back for so long.
This watermelon barbecue sauce would go perfect on a skewer of some shrimp, or maybe if you have some black and red snapper or something like that.
Yeah.
So if you don't dig the meat, this stuff is still good. Perfect for barbecue. We got 4th of July coming up. Are you guys going to be playing any music on 4th of July?
We're gonna be doing a music video, actually, a little kind of a mini shoot. We're doing a lyric video, but we're gonna be meeting up down at John's Pass, one of our hometown spots. Doing a little shooting for a new song called Lights Down Low, and then we'll be watching some fireworks.
Nice. Maybe
And,
catch some,
hopefully- yeah,
catch
get
some
the vibe,
shots.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing I have to say, you know, I say it reminds me of home here because I haven't seen a legal firework in like 15 years since I moved to the desert out there.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I think there's a thing in the parking
right
lot,
behind, yeah, right behind here.
Yeah, they sell them everywhere. So look at this. We got some watermelon barbecue sauce. That looks amazing. Which one of you guys want to try this stuff here? Dan?
Jump on it.
We gonna sign you
I'm
up?
not scared.
Kenny?
Yeah, why
Kenny?
don't you knock her out there? We gotta treat the new
Yeah,
guys.
let's give Dan a little plate. Grab you one of these ribs with that watermelon barbecue. Go ahead and try that. Let the people hear what you think about it.
Wow.
Don't get any of that sauce on that beautiful shirt of yours. My man showed up with iguanas on his shirt. Everybody was freaking out. I love it. It's amazing.
Delicious, man.
Good, I'm glad you
So
enjoyed it.
where can everybody find your guys' album at?
You can go to, of course, iTunes, Google Play. Right now, you can get the pre-order of the After Party Part 2. It comes out July 20th, but the first part, the night before, Part 1, is already out. You can grab that on iTunes and Google Play as well. And if you go to resonatemusic.com, they have links, or if you just go to our Facebook page, or the link in our bio on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube page as well.
Oh,
So,
that's right.
Yeah, it's pretty much wherever you buy your music, you
Making
know.
this really hard right now. Cool. Yeah, I see you guys all over. Check them out on YouTube. Also, you got a bunch of killer music videos. We actually just filmed a music video, or not a music video, rather. We filmed a video at the Cannabis Cup. I don't know if you got to see it.
Yeah, I did. You
We
showed me.
used the Sativa Fever
Yeah,
song
that's
there.
awesome.
And it was really a hit. People were commenting, and they loved the jam. So
They do. It's amazing, you know. I was telling him how many bands that all right, that's way up there, and how many bands that are killer that people don't know about. And you know, I truly love exposing music to people they've never heard of.
That's what we love, you know.
Exactly.
You know, it's just like communication, you know, getting out there and putting yourself out there a little bit, and I think that's what we're just trying to do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Lots happened in the last couple of years of my life personally, and now we've been back in the studio and getting it to the max, man, and we're excited, really excited and happy to be here.
That is
We're happy that you guys are here with us, man. It's amazing. Big ups to Resonated. We'll be giving you guys a chance to win some of their autographed brand new EP. So if you guys are digging their tunes, make sure you go check them out on Instagram, check them out on Google Play, iTunes, all that, YouTube. They're going to be picking some winners for a chance to win an autographed album. I think you said you might even have a couple t-shirts in there, right?
We got some t-shirts.
Go
Definitely.
check these guys
You
out.
like this here? We
I got one of them, so.
Yeah, you got green, black, or red. Let us know.
So back off.
Go like the page, and we'll send some stuff out for sure.
Absolutely. So Resonated's going to be coming back in a little bit with some hits for you guys. We got them live in the Magical Butter Studios. Thank you so much for coming out.
Absolutely.
Go enjoy that pork, my man. You go enjoy the rib, Dan, and we'll get you whipped up
I'll
something
just drink
delicious.
this sauce.
You go drizzle that on anything. Whoops. All right.
It was magical.
So big ups to Resonated. Make sure you guys check them out. They're
Thank
doing
you.
big things. They'll be coming back live here in a few. Thank you, brother.
Alrighty.
Cheers. Peace out. Wow, this pork is amazing, Brian. You got that watermelon in there. The barbecue is like, it's the perfect sweet little tangy hint there. I love it. I love it.
Exactly, exactly.
So we'll be sharing that with some of the fellas behind the scenes. I could see it in their eyes. They're getting hungry. Look like wolves behind the camera. All right, so we're live right now in the Magical Butter Kitchen. We got the Ganj Father in the house. Chef Brian Peace, the Wing King. Holla at your boy. Make sure you guys check him out. He's doing big things all over the world. We just created so much delicious stuff. I can't even keep up right now. We made a Maque Choux, a delicious traditional dish coming from your native land.
Of Louisiana, yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So it is a side dish that can go with, as you see, pretty much anything. You can serve it with filet, you can serve it with ribs, you can serve it with fish. It's a very versatile side dish. It starts out with sweet corn, bell peppers, onions, chives, garlic, heavy cream, of course some magical butter and some magical oil. And I personally threw in some Cajun seasonings. I added some Cajun seasonings to it to give it a little bit more of a, you know, to expand the flavor a little bit.
I love it. I love it. And it really brings out a lot of vibrant flavors there. So we went right into the next dish. We created a mushroom cream sauce, and you sauteed some fillets to perfection there.
Yes, sir. So what we did is we took some magical butter and some magical oil, and we put it in a pan, and we cooked down some mushrooms, and then we added some cream, and we seared the steaks in magical butter, magical oil. And then we reintroduced the mushrooms and some heavy cream into it and made a thick mushroom cream sauce to go, and some red wine also.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, we had Garen up here. He was telling us how much he loved the smell.
Yes.
We were just talking about him, and then he shows up, and you got to send him away with a little piece of steak, so that was really special. Resonated is in the house, jamming out with some beautiful reggae music, is really kicking it up a notch. We got good vibes and positivity coming out live to you guys. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. On Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, it's Magical Butter Show. We got the Ganj Father in the house, Chef Brian Peace, and we're gonna get right into this next recipe. What's next on the menu, my man?
We're going to try to make, we are going to show a non-cooking recipe, so you don't have to heat anything up, you don't have to do anything, okay?
No heat involved here.
So peppers, I don't know if anyone's read about them, peppers are very high in vitamin C, and they're actually really good for you, they're really good antioxidants. So what we're going to do is we are going to make pickled or marinated peppers.
Pickled peppers!
Yeah, Peter Piper style. You know.
Peter Piper, pickled pepper.
In the Magical Butter studio.
What? All right, so these are gonna be called Pieces Pickled Peppers, and we're getting it really crazy today. So we're making some marinated sweet peppers, and you were telling me that a lot of people associate peppers with heat.
Yes, they do.
But these ones, not so much.
Peppers get a bad rap, you know. It's just people associate peppers with heat, and a lot of peppers don't have heat. They have a plethora of taste within them that people sometimes don't get to try because they're intimidated because they think they're hot.
They think all peppers are hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
at all true.
Yeah.
Not at all true. I love sweet peppers, bell peppers. Peppers are some of my favorite forms of food.
Yeah, they're amazing. They add a lot of flavor and color to so many dishes.
Exactly.
All right, so we got a container here, and we've filled it pretty much to the top with some of those mini bell peppers.
Well, and what I did is I jumped the gun a little bit there and filled it up, so we're going to redo that. But what we want to do is we want to put in a cup of water.
A little bit of water. All right.
Cup of vinegar, white vinegar.
White vinegar.
Okay. Then we want to get the chopping board real quick.
Let's get us a little cutting board action, my friend. No worries. Here you go. Oops.
Thank you, sir. We're going to grab some fresh dill.
Fresh dill. We got a dill plant right here.
Yep, we're going to pull it all off.
Boom.
Right there.
Boom. fresh as it comes.
Fresh as it comes.
Right out of the soil, y'all. Look at that. Straight in the kitchen.
And we are gonna dice that up a little bit.
Wow, and that is truly fresh. I mean,
Yeah,
the
you smell that? Yeah.
It's like, you know, better
Pickles.
than fresh cut grass.
Yeah, smells just like pickles.
Peppermint pickles up here, y'all. Chopping up some dill.
All right.
Doing big things with chicken wings.
So we're gonna take that. We're gonna take about half of it.
All right.
Throw it in there.
Sprigs.
All right. Gonna take the other half, set it to the side real quick.
There we go.
Okay.
Nice.
And then we had parsley.
Parsley. So fresh herbs, water, some white vinegar.
Yes, sir. And we're gonna dice up this parsley a little bit.
And the trick to dicing parsley, you don't want to dice it too much, right?
Exactly.
Just enough to get it chopped up. You really got it going on there.
All right. So again, we're gonna take half of it. Take the other half, put it over here.
There we go. Look at that.
Drop it in there.
Bunch of greenery. Little
All
water
right.
and vinegar.
Now we can add our peppers in there.
Boom.
Okay. And we
So
will.
it's important to first put your liquid in and add the peppers after.
All right. And we want to try to get them in there as tight as possible so we can marinate as many at one time.
Perfect. And marinating peppers, I know this is a pretty popular thing in different cultures. I know Haitians love some pickled peppers and maybe even some Creole influence in there, right?
Yes, sir. Now, if you have a grill at home, me personally, I would suggest taking these, coating them with a little bit of magical oil here, throw them on your grill, let it just get some little grill marks on each side.
Little char on there,
A little
right?
char on each side.
That really brings out some sweet flavor.
Exactly. I didn't have a grill handy today, so they don't have to be grilled whatsoever. But if you want a smoky grilled taste to it, that's what you do. So we're going to add a little bit of magical
Olive oil there.
olive oil in there.
Wow.
Some minced garlic. I think we had about 6 cloves of minced garlic.
Minced garlic. I love that immensely.
Yes, immensely. All right, and then we're going to take the
thumbs
rest.
down from the crew on that one. You're doing okay. Sometimes I got some zingers. Sometimes you don't, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so you're adding more peppers to the mix. Garlic, fresh herbs on top. This is just gorgeous.
Yes, it is
Do we
beautiful.
need to top it with some vinegar?
Yeah, we're going to add some more vinegar to it.
Let me grab you a little hooter of some vinegar.
So that's the thing. This thing can sit around and be aesthetically pleasing in your kitchen, and you can also eat it. So
Eat to treat, y'all.
That's
So we
right.
got some marinated, sweet mini bell peppers here. How long do you need to leave these marinated?
24 hours.
24 hours. And could you leave it a little bit longer?
Oh, the longer you leave it, the better it gets.
That's what I thought, because I know there's a lot of these.
The better it gets.
You can pickle all types of things, right? All kinds of vegetables. And,
Yes, sir.
wow.
Oh, you know what? I want to add
Let's
also.
add some more stuff too.
Let's add some sugar in there to sweeten it up.
Beautiful. Some sugar right in there.
Oh, actually, that's a little bit of salt.
A little bit of salt's okay. And
Here,
some
we
sugar.
want to add all that sugar in there.
All of that. Look
All
at
of
that.
it.
This is gonna really bring these peppers to the next level. Mix them with
Yes.
that vinegar.
Close that up right there. I got a little bit coming out, but that's okay.
That's all right.
We
So
got
we
it
sealed
filled
the
to
lid.
the max.
We got a jar here that's got a sealable lid. We're gonna let these marinate for about 24 to 48 hours. The longer you let them set, the more that flavor is gonna change
Exactly.
and bring out. And what would you do with these peppers now, once they're done marinating?
I eat them plain.
Just
on
straight
the
up.
side. Yeah, I put them on any dish, any side dish, any of this.
So you could you actually chop them up and maybe cook with them?
Absolutely. I chop them up. I put them on my burgers.
Wow.
My vegetarian burgers. I chop them up. I put them on just about anything.
So we're gonna give this a little shake, rattle, and roll. Make sure everything's mixed up. And that's it, guys. No cooking involved.
No cooking involved. So if you want, or we actually added, what did we add, like 3 tablespoons of the magical oil in there. So the longer that they sit in there, the more the peppers are going to take in the magical oil, and they will be completely infused in 24 hours.
Nice. So we got some pickled, marinated peppers here, sweet bell peppers, Real easy recipe, simple way to infuse some peppers and really take your dishes up to the next level.
You know what? I love to take these peppers and garnish my dishes with them.
Oh, wow.
Most of the time, garnish, you don't eat it. You know, it's there just for aesthetical purposes. These things are absolutely beautiful, so you can put them and you can garnish and then they can eat it too.
That's classy right there. I think I'm gonna try to make a batch of my own at home, and why wouldn't I? It's simple, basic ingredients, throw them all in a jar, let them set, right?
Yep, and they're good for you.
Good for you.
Yes,
Wow.
peppers are really good for you.
Nice one. So there you go, you guys. Some marinated peppers, easy way to infuse your life. We're getting all the tips and tricks right now. Chef Brian Peace, the Ganj Father. And my man, you're used to being on camera. I know recently we caught up with you. You got a camera crew that's pretty much following you almost 24/7, right?
Yes, it is. It's something that I could have never imagined happening, but yes, my country ass is being followed around by cameramen all the time.
All types of crews. You've had Travel Channel. You had, who else did you say was in your studio?
Food Paradise.
Food Paradise.
Yes.
They're highlighting your restaurant. They want to know more about you. You're a captivating character. You've been featured in Weed Maps, High Times. You've worked extensively here with Magical Butter.
Yes, sir.
It's really amazing to see your career blossom and you to continue to enjoy success.
It's nothing but a blessing, you know, working with people like yourself, working with the crew that I have at my restaurant. They're all like-minded individuals who they don't want to work in a standard workforce. They want to be on the innovative edge of things, you know. So I have CBD water, okay, that we sell at our store. If you sell a certain amount, whoever wins the amount of CBD water sells the amount of CBD water, and at the end of the month, we give them a ½ ounce of flour. You know, so
like cannabis.
Yeah, as an incentive, absolutely.
What?
You know, so they can work for someone who, if they sell a certain amount of CBD water, they get top shelf cannabis. You know, I mean, they can take that and do what they want with it. If they don't smoke it, or they can smoke it, and I mean, I wish at the age a lot of my employees are at, I wish I could have worked for someone who would kick me down weed for my sales.
Me too. Spliffs for spiffs, y'all.
Yeah.
You hear it here first. Wing King making it happen, trying to incentivize his crew to hustle harder. They're offering CBDs on their whole menu. You can even get CBD infused water. I mean, talk about a fully infused experience. Plus, you're hitting them sideways with a little bit of Irie vibes,
yes, sir.
Positive reggae music pumping out of that place full time.
We are also about to start, they're called CBD shots, and they will be in different colors. You'll have the blue raspberry, watermelon, strawberry, and they'll have fruit all on the glasses. And you can introduce, it comes separately, so the customer gets to introduce the CBD into their drink. You see it go through the glass and spread at the bottom. It's really beautiful.
And it's like a quick little booster of CBD.
Yes.
And flavor as well.
Yes,
wow.
absolutely.
So let's get right into it. We've been killing it on the menu here. Beautiful food before us. Chef Brian Peace is hanging out. We're gonna get into the next recipe, sausage stuffed mushrooms.
Yes, sir.
Those are two of my favorite things, sausage and mushrooms. And if you just stuff some sausage into a mushroom, it's gonna be delicious.
Absolutely. All right, where's our pan?
Where's our heady shrooms at, playa?
Yeah, and our cast iron pan.
Looking for some heady mushrooms. All right, here we are, capping.
Awesome.
Dalton's capping on them. We got these portobello caps arranged nicely on this baker's sheet.
Yes.
And now it's time to figure out what we're gonna do next.
Where are those other mushrooms? Where'd our cast iron skillet run off to?
Cast iron skillet jumped over the moon. I'll get it for you.
Oh, here they are.
You got it.
Oh, yes. No, I need that for sure.
Yep. All right. We want to do a quick rinse or keep the creamy mushroom sauce in there? Yeah, let's do a quick little.
Yeah, quick rinse.
Quick rinse and a wipe me down coming up on aisle 3. We're gonna get our cast iron skillet re-wiped. We got the Ganj Father in the house, and we're making our 5th and final recipe of the day, sausage stuffed mushrooms. So,
sausage stuffed mushrooms.
how did you get these to look like this?
Yeah, so what we did is when you get a mushroom, you want to get the stem out of it, the one where we're stuffing it, so you want to get that out of the way. Get your trash can here. All right, so these are gills. They help the spores in the mushroom multiply. You want to get those out. They're kind of bitter. So a lot of times people will grab it and just stick this in there. It breaks the mushroom. So the trick is if you cup it in your hand like this right here.
Little palm action.
Yeah, it doesn't allow.
Add some extra support. Thank you,
yes,
Dalton.
it doesn't allow the mushroom to collapse like it normally would.
So you want to be real delicate with your shroom, so it's going to be a great vehicle to hold your stuff in.
Exactly, exactly. So you get all that out of there.
Clean pan. We're going to get this on a low heat, little medium low.
Please. Put it on medium, please.
All right, we got our cast iron skillet getting nice and warm here, and we got the Ganj Father showing you how to gut one of these shrooms delicately.
Yes, sir.
Precise. Look at that. Get all that black stuff out. So you say that's got a little bit of a bitter taste?
Got a little bit of a bitter taste to it, yeah.
Yeah, so get rid of that. No need to have that bitterness.
All right. So as you see, we've already pre-prepared them here. I also rinsed them off really good. I don't, you know, they come out of the ground, so you want to make sure that they're nice and clean. Whenever you rinse them, they tend to get a little bit slimy, so I have a paper towel to dry them off with.
Reduce some of that moisture.
Right? Exactly, exactly. So what we're going to do first is we got this on medium heat. Okay, let's go ahead and kick it up a couple of notches, make it a little quicker.
Crank it.
All right, where is our Italian sausage at?
All right, we got sausage
right
on
here.
deck. And this looks like some of the other ingredients we may need.
Yes, sir.
I'll bring these to Front Street for us. We're hanging out right now live in the Magical Butter kitchen. We got Chef Brian Peace, the Ganj Father, hanging out, and he's going to be putting some of this medicated, infused olive oil right into this cast iron skillet.
Now we don't have to put a lot
Just
for
enough.
these peppers because they are going to release an oil themselves. Okay, it's just for when we drop it on there, we don't want so. We're just going to spread it out a little bit here.
Get your pan thoroughly coated there, nice and oiled.
There we go. Now we add these in.
Some mild Italian sausage here. And if you're looking to make like a vegan dish, you said that they do have vegan sausage
They
available.
sure do, and you can make it up just the same way.
Well.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right. So it's going to take just a minute for this to start.
You need a little hotter there? Is it good?
I think it is.
All right, cool. So we got it on a medium heat here, mild Italian sausage, some infused magical olive oil in the pan. And today we're going to be creating some stuffed mushrooms. Sausage stuffed mushrooms for y'all.
All right, so first of all, we're going to grab a couple of cloves of garlic here.
Let's see this little garlic trick you got. Little bust it. Look at that. Slap the garlic, squash it. It's going to make it easier for you to chop and also remove that skin without any real effort. Like there's nothing worse than sitting there trying to peel all the little paper and skin off of a piece of garlic.
I wish you could do the same thing with an onion.
I know, it does. I mean, an onion is a little bit more easier, I think, sometimes to peel, but yeah, I agree.
It's still tedious.
So here we go. Chop off those ends.
Yeah, get those off of there. All right, and we're gonna mince those up real quick.
Quick mince. Finally chop your garlic. It'll thoroughly melt into your dish and really enhance that flavor there.
Exactly.
So this is gorgeous. These sausage, how long do they take on each side? A couple minutes?
I would say, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let those heat up a little bit, and then we're gonna break them down. We're gonna take a spatula and break it down.
Nice. Nice, and really get that to where it's gonna make
gonna
for
be like
good stuff.
Yeah, like a ground beef kind of ground
sausage. There. So we're making sausage stuffed mushrooms. We're live in the Magical Butter kitchen.
Now we can make it a little quicker and just slice that.
Bust out the membrane.
Yep, and
peel it out.
and then it'll go a lot quicker.
So they kind of they
Just
put
like
the sausage in the skin. Nobody wants to see how the sausage is made, but
No, because we used to make sausage all the time. My grandparents had a sausage grinder, and we had a smokehouse behind their house. And this is actually pig intestine.
that's what I thought. They
Yes.
take like long. I mean, I think a pig intestine is almost a mile long.
Yes.
And they shoot the meat through it, and then they twist it off at these lengths.
But
And,
isn't that just isn't that a true way of using every part of something?
of the animal? Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Who discovered to create little meat pockets out of pig intestine?
Yeah, it is amazing. You
I
know.
think they use sheep's intestine as condoms.
Yes, they do.
Some
They
of that
sure
lamb
do.
skin.
Yeah, lamb skin. Wow. Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. So we busted these things open. We're getting the ground sausage in the pan now, and that's going to really speed this process up. Make it a
Absolutely.
lot easier to integrate it into these mushrooms.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'll get you a little chopping action, my brother.
All right.
Wow. And you know, sausage is one of those items you can have it at breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And it goes in so many different recipes.
That you can. And you know what? We got these sweet peppers sitting here. I'm going to chop up a couple of those and add those in just for the hell of it.
For the hell of it, and also for the color.
Yes.
And the smell of it.
Mhm.
You know, it's going to really add
The hell of it and the smell of it. That's right.
It's so cool.
These
This is
little
great.
peppers, we're going to cut them up. Shaka de blah.
Perfect. So how long have you been cooking for?
I had no intentions of being in culinary whatsoever, my man.
It just sort of happened.
You know what? The universe makes things happen the way they're supposed to happen. And I did a Super Bowl party at my house one year, about 6 years ago. I made up probably 5 different flavors of wings, and all my Las Vegas family came over and tried them out, and they were like, "Oh my God, why haven't you opened up a wing restaurant?"
Right.
And you know, I didn't take them seriously. I'm like,
It was
But-
just sort of a hobby of yours at that time, right?
you know, to be
More
honest,
trying to entertain your family
just
and
trying
friends.
to entertain the guests, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, I had 3 or 4 of them. They just kept on and kept on. They're like, "Dude, you're out of your mind. I mean, have you tasted Wingstop wings?" Which, I'll be honest with you, until I opened the place, I'd never eaten at Wingstop or Buffalo Wild Wings or any of those.
None of those chicken wings.
None of them. None of them. I had always eaten them homemade, you know, there, and my parents would make them and stuff. I never had any that were store-bought. And once I ate Wingstops and Buffalo Wild Wings, I was like, you know what?
This is no competition.
This is no competition to what we can do.
Right.
And so we took $3,500. We opened up a restaurant in a little bitty food court in Las Vegas. And it was there with probably 6 other restaurants. It was across the street from a community college. It was an internet cafe. I mean, it was basically in the hood. And
So free Wi-Fi.
yeah, had free Wi-Fi sometimes if you were lucky, and it just started from there. We started doing the wings there, and we built up a huge amount of followers.
I had to come back.
All
Yeah,
right.
you
It
made
was
it
too
back.
exciting.
What's up, bro?
Well, I finished up a couple calls.
Did you tell him what you were up to?
I
You're like,
did-
sorry I was late for the call, guys. I was cooking an infused filet live on the internet.
Right.
I definitely should have.
You should have used that
directed
excuse.
towards that. I did.
It's like, way better than your dog ate your homework, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it would have been much sharper. What are we getting into now?
So now,
I mean, this is crazy. You guys have so much stuff cooking. It's nuts.
we're killing it. We're killing it. We're making some stuffed mushrooms today.
These are sausage stuffed mushrooms. We just did these marinated sweet peppers right there.
Wowzers.
Yeah, it's going down in the kitchen today. We got the Ganj Father here. He's showing us how easy it is to infuse food.
Now, those ribs look pretty solid.
You might want to snag one. It's got watermelon barbecue sauce on it.
Is that why the watermelons are offset?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So watermelon barbecue sauce.
Yes.
This guy's got some creativity, I'll tell you what.
Creole.
Creativity.
Yeah,
That was pretty
Creativity.com.
good. I like
You better buy that real quick.
I like that.
That's a good one.
Let's throw some of these garlic and
Some of those
peppers, sweet
little peppers in there. Nice.
Throw those
Love
in
that.
there. Oh, let's throw some chives.
Look at that. So we went ahead and took the skins off the mild Italian sausage, and we've got it into a nice ground up consistency here. It's going to go right into our mushroom caps.
So this is, I see the mushroom caps over here. So essentially you're just going to top the mushrooms with this?
We're going to stuff this in. We're going to take some cream cheese and some Paco breadcrumbs, and we're going to make
I was just about to ask about cheese because it seems like cheese needs to get...
it will be topped with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Yes, sir.
So we're going to have some cream cheese with this, and then we're going to top it with a little
Parmesan
cheese.
Sprinkle
of Parmesan.
Breadcrumbs for texture there, yeah. And I know you guys are peeping the knife skills here. We got Chef Brian Peace just chopping it up. What are you chopping up there, bro?
Some chives.
Little chives.
Yeah.
That's gonna add some extra flavor to this stuffing. This is great. Got the meat cooking here. We're adding all types of flavor to it. It's infused. We have the infused magical olive oil in the pan here. What do you think, G? What's going through your head right now, bro?
I couldn't be happier than I am right now standing here and watching this meal get cooked, because I know that this is going to be something that goes in this belly shortly. Yeah. I'm looking at the ribs. I had a little bit of that filet. I'm going to finish some of that off here in a bit.
This is a Magical Butter Show, bro.
I'm going to have my wife just come up here for dinner, I think.
Bring her on up. We'd love to see her.
I think that's the plan.
She'd really enjoy herself, I'll tell you. This is good stuff. So we're gonna let this meat just do its thing now.
Yes.
And how long start to finish on the meat, you say?
I would say about.
We're on 6 here, so just above.
I would say probably about 12 minutes total.
Mid-heat, 12 minutes total, just stirring it around.
Thank you guys for following along. We're live right now in the Magical Butter Kitchen. Check us out at MagicalButter.com/recipes. All these recipes and more are available to you. We try to get creative or creativity here, trying to show you guys how easy it is to infuse food with cannabis. And you know, Garen, we've been live for a few hours now, cooking it up, full spread for the people. We got Resonated in the house.
We're about to have them on. They're gonna jam out in just a minute. I heard them tuning up.
I can't wait. We've been giving away some of their mixtapes and EPs there. I think it's only appropriate maybe we do a quick Magical Butter giveaway. What do you say?
Giveaways are my favorite thing to do.
I knew you might like that.
Actually, we did giveaways over the weekend.
We did.
On all of our pages, I did on the Magical Butter Users United group. That was they got a nice giveaway this weekend. Our Facebook page, everything got lit up. So
it's special.
Let's do a giveaway right now.
Absolutely.
What's our giveaway right now?
Want to reward you guys for tuning in today. I think it needs to revolve around some kind of hashtag. You like that?
Yeah, I like it.
Maybe like a hashtag, the Ganj Father.
I like.
Creativity.
Creativity could be it.
That's a good one.
Let's decide on one. What's our hashtag?
Let's make them do both.
No, let's keep it simple.
All right.
Or we can do both, but do one at a time, maybe. Or we pick them later. Yeah, let's do both. We'll pick them later.
Yeah.
What are we? Machine and shirts, or what are we? Machine and decarb box. How about a decarb box? People love the decarb box.
People love the decarb box. I absolutely love it. It's amazing in the kitchen. Let's do a giveaway right now for a decarb box. Do hashtag.
Now, how does that thing work?
The Ganj Father.
How does that thing work?
Hashtag Ganj Father.
That's right.
Hashtag Ganj Father right now.
Tell me how this decarb box
the decarb box.
So decarboxylation, as you know, is a pretty important process.
Very important.
Activate your raw materials. So what we've created here is virtually an oven for inside your oven. It's a silicone container. It's going to keep all your plant matter airtight, preserving your terpenes and flavonoids. The essence of your herb will not be lost here. And it's also going to preserve the cannabinoids. So,
it conserves it a lot better than just putting it on a tray and sticking it in there. All that just flows right out, right?
Yeah, I know a lot of the old-fashioned methods, they instruct you to break up your buds real fine and put them on a cookie sheet. But really, it's not the best advice in the world. And that technique will work, If people are doing it that way, it will work, but it's very important for you to try to get an airtight container, a seal around that herb, so you're not losing all that essence. So that's what we've created here, the decarb box. And it's got a nice little pinpoint hole for a thermometer. We've got an integrated thermometer that's going to let you monitor the temperature inside the box while it's inside your stove.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, you could do it the other way, but why?
Why would you?
all you do, put your cannabis inside this, stick it in the oven, thermometer on the outside of the oven, activate your cannabinoids with precision control, an oven within an oven. Cool product. You can win this right now. All you have to do is type in #GanjFather. We're going to pick 3 winners for this.
Yep.
And we'll post them on Friday.
Yeah,
Cool.
we'll get back to you guys on
Friday. 3 winners for GanjFather, the decarb box. But wait!
There's more!
All right, we're not done with these giveaways yet. I love giveaways. They make my heart beat different. So our next giveaway is going to be for a magical butter machine. And why give away 1 when you can give away
3?
I was going to say 2,
Oh!
but there
that
goes
was rock, paper, scissors.
there goes our budget for the year, right?
I'm sorry.
So, no, I love it. I mean,
Good thing I didn't say.
Hey, yeah, I mean, I love it because it is the way I think usually, right? What's better than 1? You would never expect me to say 2 to that. So
No.
3 was appropriate. You went right where you should have.
Right where it's at.
So we're gonna give away 3 magical butter machines for. I always like #MB loves me. I
do
know
too.
it's my favorite. It's what I like to go with. So 3 for #MB loves me. Those winners will also be posted on Friday. I hop in, I do the giveaways, I try the food, but someone's got to return those emails. I love you guys.
Thank you, Garen.
Thank you so much.
You heard it there first. The man with the plan, Garen with the butter machines, giving away decarb boxes. Hit us with those hashtags right now. The GanjFather and also #MBLovesMe for a chance to win those prizes. And also, make sure you guys are checking my man out here, the GanjFather_official on Facebook and also Instagram. He's got all kinds of epic content coming at you. TV crews following this guy 24/7. He's out here making it happen. It looks like you just dropped some creamy stuff in there. What is that?
I did 4 ounces of cream cheese in there.
Wow, and that's going to really bring out some deliciousness in this stuff.
Exactly. It helps bind it also. But
Little-
yeah, it gives it a nice creamy flavor.
Love it. I love it.
A
So
sour
we got
but creamy.
peppers, garlic, cream cheese. You put some chives in here. It's mild Italian sausage cooked in some magical olive oil.
Yes, sir.
And this is going to be the perfect mixture to stuff inside of our portobello mushroom caps.
So what we're also going to add, you can go ahead and turn that off.
Turn it off.
Is that on 350? Making sure. I've never used it.
You know, let's see here.
It's so fancy, I'm not sure what to do with it.
I think that's it. Oven on.
So we're going to add some Paco in there. This is Asian breadcrumbs.
No. Got it.
We're going to mix that in there. That will also help stiffen it up so you can put it into the peppers.
All right. I think that's how it goes. Right? Should be good.
Was it warm?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, that's great. All right. We can probably clear this out right there if you want, Chris. All right, now we're going to bring our peppers back over. Yeah.
All right, we're working on getting our oven cranked up here. We got our stuffing finished and our pan perfect looking. It's good.
I don't know why it's not staying with.
Do you have to keep it closed? It might need to be closed.
No.
No?
There she goes, but then your flame goes out. There it is. She's up.
Yeah?
Yep, you're burning.
Okay, cool. Give it up for Dalton Brown. He's a multifaceted, talented individual. He's a race car driver, a rock star, stunt guy, sound man, director, producer, car technician, and he also fixes stoves, and he's a plumber on the weekends. So give it up for him. All right, so you got a nice little ice cream scoop. We're gonna stuff these mushrooms up in. It's key to not overstuff them, right?
That's exactly true.
That's the perfect little amount. Get that filling. And each mushroom's a different size, so
exactly.
They're about the same, but everyone is created differently.
Just like us humans.
Yeah. They're like fingerprints.
Well, not like superstars like you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I look up to you as well. You're definitely a superstar in my eyes, and I'm so proud of what you've accomplished. And ever since we've linked up, Magical Butter's been hanging with Wing King and in full support, and it's just been like magic ever since.
It's been like family ever since we met, man. So I mean, I felt like I knew you guys for a million years.
It's cool to link up with different people through, whether it's through cannabis or music or even through food or combined all three. And that's what we've done today. Brian is a very unique individual. He's passionate about a lot of things, very passionate about fine ingredients. And that goes for top shelf cannabis to the freshest of foods and the freshest of music. So we brought together all those things. We're integrating our life today and shooting it out to you guys live. We're hoping that you're really enjoying the show. Let us know in the comments if you like what we've done today. We're going to continue to keep bringing chefs in, continue to keep bringing some bands in. We'll be in the kitchen live all week long with the Ganj Father. He's going to be hanging out here in the Magical Butter kitchen, whipping up some magic stuff for you guys. All types of recipes, infused chicken wing sauces. We got a whole plethora of desserts he's gonna be whipping up tomorrow. Little fried donuts. I don't wanna give up too much now, guys. We got
some beignets.
Beignets for that. So I gotta keep some of it under wraps. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. We'll be exclusively live on our Twitch page and also on Friday. I believe tomorrow we're gonna have a couple special guests in. Don't want to say too much on that, but it's going to be a really exciting day. I think, Brian, how you feeling about it, bro?
Dude, I'm mad excited. This is what I enjoy doing. I love cooking and being able to help people in the process. And I wouldn't have thought 10 years ago that I would be sitting here cooking cannabis cuisine for patients and people who need cannabis in their life. It was deemed such a gateway drug when I was young. Will be 44 this year. So to be able to change the look, we have completely brought to light all of the positive properties of cannabis versus having to deal with, what was it, what was that movie they came out with that scared everybody?
Yeah, Reefer Madness. Yeah, they really tried to attach a lot of negative stigmas and propaganda around our plant. And, cannabis, they always called it a gateway drug towards other drugs.
Right.
I'd like to, fine, they can call it a gateway, but I would like to think that cannabis is a gateway to health and happiness. And that's what it's done for me in my life. And I've heard too many stories to think any differently. And it's just about educating people, and that's what we're here to do. The Ganj Father, you've really done a lot, and you're continuing to do more. You travel the world trying to teach people and educate them on how wonderful cannabis can be.
Education is key. People are scared of things they don't know about.
Rightfully so. It's a little bit intimidating to go into something that you've been lied to your whole life about, or maybe you heard some negative stuff about it and you're a little bit unsure. So it's kind of cool for you to be able to absorb some of this content, see a chef show you that it's not all about getting high and smoking. It's truly about medicating, sustaining yourself, creating delicious, healthy recipes, and that's what we're doing up here live today.
I have family members who all I heard growing up was them demonizing cannabis. and it was hard getting them to try it out, you know. Try even CBD. Hey, just try this out. It's not going to get you high. It's not going to, you know, make you see anything, you know. And it was still hard. But once they try it out, I have, like my stepfather, he uses it for several different reasons. And I'll tell you what, if he had caught me smoking any weed when I was young, he would have killed me.
Wow.
But now that research has been put into it, and we know the benefits of it, and we have things like CBD, where people who don't want to get high don't get high, you know, and they can still medicate.
That's a good point. That's a great way to introduce, you know, you want to baby step into stuff. So if you don't have much experience with cannabis, or you're still on the air, or still on the wire about it, trying to figure out if it's for you, CBD is a great way to figure that out, right? And you may not feel anything right away, but if you start getting CBD into your body on a daily basis, I think after maybe a day or two, or even 3, you're really going to notice a difference. And
absolutely, you will.
What does it do for you? I know you've...
CBD actually is, you know what, I've never looked into what it is in cannabis that keeps me from having seizures. I don't know if it's the CBD or the THC or the combination of the two.
Right.
But they just came out with yesterday the FDA approved a seizure drug that is completely CBD.
Right, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, so I would have to assume it's most likely the CBD part of it that helps out. But you know, to me, it didn't matter to me as long as I was seizure free.
And so now to be able to share that with the world through your food and you know the messaging that you've been putting out there, and your whole restaurant is based on a menu that people can go in and add
heal while they dine.
Add CBDs to their meal.
Exactly.
I've never even heard of something like that till I met you, bro. It's amazing.
You know, it was something that we looked at very feverishly before opening. We looked at, is this going to, are we gonna, you know, get shut down?
Yeah.
You know, what's gonna go down here? And you really just have to. I had some cheese around here somewhere.
A little bit of the shredded.
I had a.
Or the block.
It was a block.
Yeah, we got the block.
There it is, right there. And can I get a grater, Jim? Thank you. What were we saying there? Let's see here.
We're talking a little bit about the CBDs and being able to share that.
Yes. Oh, so we really had to discuss whether we were going to do this, and finally we just decided, you know, sometimes you have to walk out there on the edge.
And just put your neck out, right?
Exactly, and put your neck out there and to see what comes of it. I mean,
especially when you believe in what you're doing.
Exactly, exactly.
You know you're on the a righteous path. It makes it a little bit easier to take those risks.
We talked about it. We sat down with a lawyer and stuff, and they were like, well, you know, the only thing they can do is tell you to shut down, you know, and to clear it out. And, you know, the next day you could open back up as a regular restaurant or whatever. They may give you a fine or something of that nature. And so we decided it was well worth
the risk.
The risk. And sure, we've had people, you know, we're being messed with right now with our beer and wine license and going through some stuff. But I don't mind going through any of that to help other people.
Yeah, it's worth the extra hoops you got to jump through to run a restaurant in that way.
Exactly. Thank you.
So we're topping this with some fresh grated Parmesan cheese.
Yes, sir.
And this is going to melt perfectly. These are going to be finished in the oven. We have the oven heating up right now, 350 degrees. It's getting hot in here, guys. We're live in the kitchen. We're going to get these finished up in the oven right now, topping them with some of these diced chives. And we're going to let these finish up in the oven. And when we return, We'll be right back. We're going to send it over to our boys Resonated live in the Magical Butter Studios. They're going to be cranking out some reggae tunes. And when we get back, we'll pull these shrooms out and show you how delicious they are. Stay tuned.
Make sure to let us know when those shrooms are ready.
This one's called Body Moves. Well, I want you badly, each and every day. I'll be loving you madly in all the right ways. Oh, my baby, it's not pretend. These feelings I have for you are real, yeah. Oh. And all I really wanna do is waste some time, inhale the vibes, feel the high, baby. No, I really wanna get loose with you, a backseat under the moon, when your body moves on me. It's all I really wanna do. It's all I really wanna do. It's all I really wanna do. Oh, baby, what you do to me? You're keeping me up at night, and it feels so right. Oh, baby, what you do to me? I'm in love, and all I really wanna do is waste some time, inhale the vibes, and feel the high, baby. No, I really wanna get loose with you, a backseat under the moon, when your body moves on me. It's all I really wanna do. Hey. It's all I really wanna do. It's all I really wanna do. Hey. All I really wanna do is waste some time, inhale the vibes, feel the high, baby. No, I really wanna get loose with you, a backseat under the moon, when your body moves on me. That's all I really wanna do. Magical Butter. Happy Hump Day. It's all I really wanna do. It's all I really wanna do. Hey, give it up for my boy Jeff Applefield on the keys. You got Danny Bub on the sax. I'm Kenny Mullins. We are part of Resonated from St. Pete, Florida. It's been a great show today, guys. It was a lot of fun. I've never been here to this magical place. It's awesome.
Magical Butter Studios. We love having you guys.
God,
Oh,
so
we love to
fun.
be here.
I felt like it was like
Great vibes.
like a awesome. So many good vibes. I'm speechless. And we got one more for you. If you know who we are, you know the sativa fever. I think I have a fever. That's what it is. Listen to the man, he said no, I say yes I can. It's just a plant growing in the ground. You can't stop us from passing it around. Takes our pain away every single day. Now, ooh, give me my medicine. I've got sativa fever and it's burning up my head again. Now, ooh, give me that G-Pen, 'cause I've been prescribed to vaporize and hold it in. Headache gone, stress went out the window, lamb's breath, orange kush, and let's a white widow. Pack up some hash, put it in the middle. Holy cow, I'm on the moon. Oh me, hey, diddle, diddle. If I ever come down, I need to get more. I'm knocking on my doctor's door, saying, ooh, give me my medicine. I've got sativa fever and it's burning up my head again. Now, ooh, give me that G-Pen, 'cause I've been prescribed to vaporize and hold it in. Shout out to the Wing King, hey! Check him out. Shout out to Chris White and our Magical Butter and the crew. We all resonated from St. Petersburg. It's great to be here. Now sing along with us. Hey. Now, ooh, give me my medicine. I've got sativa fever and it's burning up my head again. Now, ooh, give me that G-Pen, 'cause I've been prescribed to vaporize and hold it in. Yes, yes, Magical Butter. Thank you. Till next time.
So much.
To us, 'cause we've been prescribed to vaporize and hold it in. Big ups to
Killer.
Resonated, man.
Killer.
We're out there dancing a little bit, hanging out. So much fun to be here in the Magical Butter Studios. We're live in the kitchen. Thank you guys for tuning in today. This has been an amazing show. We've had so much talent in the studio. We brought the Ganj Father, Wing King Chef Brian Peace in the building. He whipped up some amazing cuisine today. Really Creole, Cajun inspired. Why don't you tell the people real quick all the different stuff we whipped up today?
Okay, so today we whipped up a classic Creole side dish that goes with anything called Maque Choux. And it contains corn, bell peppers, onions, minced garlic, heavy cream, some Creole seasoning, cayenne. Then we also hooked up some creamy mushroom filet mignon.
Okay. And you killed it on that one.
And what we have in there is we have some mushrooms, some garlic, some chives, some, I believe we put some thyme in there, some basil.
All the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
A little bit of everything. And then we smothered it with the mushroom sauce there. Here we have a classic at my restaurant, watermelon barbecue is one of our biggest sellers there. We took two flavors that people truly enjoy, barbecue and watermelon, and we infused them together, and we added a little spiciness to it. I'm a big fan of sweet and spicy. So anything that you eat of mine usually is sweet and spicy, unless you fucking with a hell wing. Now, it's a whole different ball game if you're fucking with a hell wing.
That kind of describes your personality a little bit. You're a sweet guy, you're a little bit spicy.
A little sweet and spicy. Then we also did a recipe of marinated peppers here that you don't even have to turn on the stove or anything. Now, if you would like, you can take the peppers before throwing them in there and put them on a grill, give them a little smoky flavor. We did not do that today. But if you want to, that would be a good way to enhance the smoky flavor taste of it. And then we also, what else did we do? Oh, we have some...
The mushroom. Oh, man, we can't forget that. So we just got done stuffing some mushrooms with some sausage. We've got it topped with some fresh grated Parmesan cheese. And we're getting those finished up in the oven right now. Chef Brian, you're getting your love glove on.
My love glove.
And that's instrumental in taking these hot things out. Let's bring the boys up from Resonated up here and let them try some of these mushrooms. These are looking amazing. And can't wait to see what everybody thinks. Can't see me with the love glove.
Can't see me, baby.
So we got a whole crew of people here today. We got Wing King, got my man Kenny from Resonated, the whole crew. You guys just killed it, playing some awesome tunes. Dan, what'd you think? You look around and you see Mr. Butter behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Dancing there.
I was like, what's going on, man? It was cool. It was cool. Definitely cool.
How are you guys feeling after that barbecue sauce?
Juicy.
Irie.
Yeah.
Little Irie there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in the chill zone
in
right
the
now.
chill zone for sure. So we got these sausage stuffed mushrooms. Let's see how those come out.
Wow.
And
They're
so,
still
do
very
you like
hot.
mushrooms?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, last night actually, my new roommate, he's like, I'm putting stuff on the grill. I do the foil packs, and he's like, I already know what's in that one. I'm like, no, you don't. He goes, mushrooms. I'm like, dude, I love mushrooms, sautéed. Anyway, this looks even better.
Pretty much put them on top of anything. They really complement.
Mushroom sandwich.
There you are, gentlemen. Give us...
I've seen sandwiches made of mushrooms. All right, let's see what the boys from Resonated think. They're going to be sampling some of these sausage stuffed mushrooms. And Wing King, where can everybody find you at online?
Online, you can go to Wing King LV on Instagram, Wing King LV on Facebook. WingKingLV.com is our official website. And we are located at 4235 South Fort Apache at the corner of Fort Apache and Flamingo in Las Vegas. And you can give us a call at 702-431 702-431-9464. That's 431 Wing. Okay.
There we go.
So you can't forget that.
Can't forget it. And for the folks that are visiting Vegas, they can find your restaurant, go in there, and actually get anything off the menu infused with CBDs.
Anything that we have on the menu, whether it's a pizza, a gourmet burger, wings, or just your ranch, if you just want your ranch infused, we can infuse that. So anything on our menu can be infused with 99.9% pure CBD isolate with 0 THC.
Amazing. And then we got the boys from Resonated. What do you think on those mushrooms? How they taste?
Oh yeah, it was good. I didn't have any sausage in mine, but
I'm
I ate
still-
the mushroom. And
You
that
ate
was
the mushroom
delicious.
part?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
cool.
still savoring.
The flavor.
I didn't swallow everything.
You're loving it?
It's great. It's great, man.
Yeah.
I like I said, mushrooms are one of my favorite.
You guys have done some pretty cool stuff in the past. I've seen you do some cooking videos.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are chefs yourself, huh?
We did a barbecue sauce, and Kenny and I both worked in
That's the most meat I've eaten
restaurants and stuff growing up. Spent a lot of time in the kitchen, so we like cooking for sure.
We
So-
used the butter machine for that.
Maybe
did it
I have a
already.
good
It was cool.
idea.
Yeah, you actually started it with the
Yeah.
first time we met with you and got the butter machine. You're like, we gotta cook some stuff with it.
It was a
you know?
perfect opportunity, and I was like, and you know, this guy, he loves cooking, and I love cooking, and
Kind of inspired you there.
yeah, I mean,
On both the Maque Choux and the stuffed mushrooms, if you want to add some bacon to it, it really enhances the flavor. Yeah,
bacon
on both
grease
those
on a
dishes.
lot of stuff is great.
The Maque Choux is vegetarian, right?
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
something we
get
can
some of
share
that.
with you, yeah. So I think next time we bring Resonated in the Magical Butter kitchen, it's gonna be actually in the kitchen to cook. We're gonna have you guys in here, whip up some heady Irie recipes for all the people at home.
Definitely
And maybe play a song while we're at it. It'll be a good time.
Musical cooking.
So we're gonna be giving away some of your brand new EP. Where can everybody at home find your music and find you guys at?
You find us, of course, on Facebook. Go to our page, like it. You know, that's the social media. Everybody's on their page. If you're on there right now, just go give us a like. Instagram, the music's going to be at iTunes, Google Play, Pandora, Spotify. You can find it everywhere. The Night Before Part 1's already out. And
Check out resonatedmusic.com for a list of anything we have coming up. We soon are going to have a merchandise store added on there, so you'll be able to get all the Resonated merch that you want if you don't get to see us when we're in your next local town.
Man.
Yeah, and actually, you know, since we are, Denver's been a subject, I think, a little bit today. We are going to be playing with Tatanka in October, so they're coming. We're meeting in the middle in Texas, so that's something cool coming up. And then also Fortunate Youth from July 6th to the 9th, so check that out.
Resonated and Fortunate Youth, man, that's a fucking killer show right there.
That's a
And
good combination.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Tatanka kills it too, dude. They are
Oh, man,
awesome.
great guys. Looking forward to both of those.
So you guys are pretty much touring all year long. Rarely find time to, when you're not touring, you're probably in the studio cutting up new tunes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot more often than we used to. It used to be, actually, a lot more touring before, but we're doing, we're being a little more selective of what we're doing and just trying to make everything count a little more, and just, it's been a lot of fun, man, just being able to have that ability. Instead of dealing with 60 shows, you're dealing with, 3 or 4 weeks of shows that you can really focus on, and it's been awesome. So it's been a lot of fun getting a lot of new opportunities too with our new booking, and they do a great job. So it's been a lot of fun.
You guys are finally starting to resonate and get out there, and
Project.
your reach is really getting there. So we're so proud to have you here. It's an honor.
Thanks, brother.
Big ups to the Wing King, the Ganj Father. Shout out to the guys from Resonated. Thank you so much. It's an absolute honor to have you guys here in the Magical Butter studio. Thank you guys to everybody at home who's been tuning in today. We really appreciate it. Make sure you take advantage of all those different giveaways. Go follow Resonated on Instagram at Resonated. Go follow the Ganj Father at the _official. Make sure you guys check in with Magical Butter. Tune in all week for action with Resonated and Wing King. We're going to be hanging out in the studio. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Eat to treat, baby. Eat to treat.
Let's all take a bow, huh? Let's take a bow. Excellent, excellent. Nice.
Heck yeah, that was awesome.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Really good.
Nice.